of shit! Kill me now! Ugh.
I'm just making coffee. I'll be there soon. Hey, Simrock. Hey, Jamada. Just give me a sec. Alright, I'm back. What the fuck? Go back to sleep? Hey, Kodiak. And hey, Simbrock, hey, Jabata again. What is this madness? I don't know. That's scheduled stream. I kind of said I might start doing weekends again. I don't know. I have to decide. First he cancels the Saturday stream. Well, I didn't cancel anything. I canceled Thursday and just didn't do anything Saturday. I never scheduled anything for Saturday. So I don't quite know what I'm doing. But that's fine. It's a weird week, yeah it is. I've been kind of I've been feeling the factory, what can I tell you? So that's why I said it's a little bit unscheduled, but I don't know if I'm gonna go for a full like 4 or 5 hours or whatever. I'll see. I'll see what I feel, you know? I was playing some Factorio with my friend Pat, and sorry, not Factorio, sorry, we were playing RimWorld. Do it. Also, Kodiak, long time no see. How you doing, man? Yeah, I was doing some lovely RimWorld with Pat, and then we were doing multi-faction, and one of our saves kind of got messed up because of async. So we were like starting again, and I was being really indecisive on what to do. And then like I was running into a situation again where it was I picked something that I didn't like kind of when I started, and I was like, okay, how do I salvage this? And then I didn't know how to salvage it. And I was like, let me think on it. And I'm like, I'll just play some Factorio, I guess. Because I kind of said I might stream this weekend, and then, you know, here I am. So, I feel kind of bad for Pat, so. Yeah. Busy playing a lot of co-op games, so no stream? Yeah, all good. All good. I feel you, I'm the same. No. So, I still could bring RimWorld to stream, but I'll still think about it. I'm still on the fence about it. Yeah, lubricant I just need over here. I don't need anywhere else. Oops. Yeah, this was bound to be... Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. Yeah, I kind of want it to be, like, connected. What is this one? It's a 9-pipe, right? What's the width up here? A little bit more than that. Let's do 7 and 5. Well, actually, you need, like, multiple anyways. I don't know. Anyways. So I'm not sure if you want to hit the null. Of course you do. Of course you do. I also want to play Stationers too, as well. I'm on that boat too. I've never actually played Stationers. It's actually a bucket list item. 100% a bucket list item. Oh, I see. I kind of moved it up here, didn't I? Alright. Let's, do some things then. So I was gonna do the cards in different, positions here, so I'll see what I want to do. I'll, move my things over here. Why does this, have so much guitar in this, music? 1 second. We picked the guitar... Okay, that's a little better, I guess. Also, is it just me, or is this one really loud? Turn it down slightly. There we go. Nah, we've been on a little bit of a RimWorld stint, or more or less I have been on a RimWorld stint, because, we played a little bit PoE, but that was it. I kind of, I'm not sick of PoE, but, like, there's a lot of, like... Man, PoE's really one-shotty. It really is. So, I don't mind PoE, but it's still like, you know... You kind of go and you're like, man, I don't have the mental capacity to think about what I've done wrong with my build. It's kind of one of those things you're like, it should be defensible, but everything's just so one-shotty in it. It's like, what? Not complaining about it, but, you know, maybe I'm just too casual for it. You blame Arch Nemesis for that? It kind of is. Honestly, every time something Arch Nemesis shows up, it's like, yeah. And they claim they removed it, but, like, there's clearly still Arch Nemesis in there. Like, they're like, oh, we took it out of the game, but it's like, well, why do I see Arch Nemesis modifiers everywhere? Like, there's the Mana Drain boy, which doesn't even have the donut now. It's just anytime you're near it, you know, it drains you and some other stuff. You know, that's why I kind of like, you know, given their design philosophy, I'm like, you know, even when they go and do PoE 2, I'm like, I'm not even sure, like, I'm gonna play that one for that long, because I'm like, I don't know if I can handle it for that long. Just too casual. I'm just too casual, what can I tell you? It is what it is, though. Let's see. So what's the ones that actually have... So this one has the most amount of contaminated scrap, right? Belts-wise. So that one I got rid of. The next one is atomic data, giving... That is actually the one. Sorry, my bad. Force field data has a lot, too. Okay. So probably I'll merge the belts over here, and then I'll probably just split it somewhere else right here. And then I'll see what I want to do after that. Because, man... Not to say PoE isn't bad, it's just, it requires a lot of patience. There we go. Patience I sometimes don't have. I'm impatient. This is the new layout I was gonna try out, doing something like this. Like his VTuber, he just doesn't know it yet? True. 100%. You know, this was the one where I was kind of considering to do a 4-length one, right? But I can't really do that, so I might as well just block off the, these guys and see what I want to do for it. I've been tubing the V. One day, one day. Did you have a face cam or wrong guy? I've never had a face cam, by the way. I have never shown my face to the internet, so I've never done a VTuber avatar. I've never done that. I just don't really like it. So, all jokes aside, not my thing. So you are most certainly thinking of someone else. I've done lots of YouTube stuff and lots of other things, and I don't do that. It's one of those things I don't really believe in, I guess, cult of personality or something, I guess. I don't know what to call it. But, yeah. I'm not a heavy believer in that kind of thing. Alright. Not a believer. So do I want to do something where, like, I just put on this side or something? I could. We'll see. Mike likes VTubers, he just doesn't want to be one? True. That's how I am. I mean, unironically though, my friend Pat was on, like, the front page, and I'm sorry, I've been talking to Pat a lot recently, so... he was on, like, the front page, and he's like, basically, he's like, all of them are VTubers. I'm like, yeah, it's just the site now. There's a lot of people doing VTubing. It's how it is. You know? It's how it be. You know? I feel like putting this together, but at the same time, I don't. I'll see. There's a lot of them on there. You know? That's how it is. It's just, I guess it's like a... It's becoming like a meta thing, I guess, is what it is, so... There's a lot of them. That's how it is. I can combine these two as well. A lot of people VTubing. Not the minute was hot tub girl streamers. I mean, also that as well. We're here for you, Pat. You're just background loud. Well, he blamed me. He's like, you keep rating VTubers, but I'm like, I actually don't really. I raid like I don't know, maybe 40% of the time, maybe 30%. But that reflects pretty well on, like, I think the demographics of the site. Period. So I'm not going out of my way to raid anyone in particular, you know. This one also needs to come up here. That's what I'm saying. We'll do radioactive ones. Or what is it? Like scrap. But that was my point. Like, I like, it just, oh, whoops. That was not what I wanted. Okay, now I realize the error of my ways. I didn't really go out of my way to, yeah, to go raid VTubers. I was just like, oh, it's just like, that's who's in the category, right? So, you know, I don't see it being a problem or whatever, but, you know. The issue of the hot tub meta is you kind of look halfway, you have to look halfway decent and traditional OLF at some point. Hey, whatever brings in the dollars, I guess, you know, whatever they want to do. I mean, in terms of like the Twitch softcore porn meta, I don't think I'm a huge fan of that. So, what do we have here? We have quantum phenomenon data. All right. I'm gonna have to fix whatever is wrong with my stations at the bottom there or something at some point, because I don't know why they are like constantly like sharing signs between them, because it's causing the signs to go a little bit wild. It doesn't know what it's doing, because half the time they're not even working or something. I don't even know what. I gotta figure it out. This is quantum phenomena data. Oops, I need to actually add that. RD2, quantum phenomena data, provider. Doesn't need anything, because it's gonna be the only place it even comes from, and that's it. I saw this one being yellow, but I don't think it matters. This is a new one I'm trying. I'm trying to just bring it up and then have it load in like this. So it's direct trades loading into the trains, but then it sorts it out after the fact kind of thing. You know, there is one issue with this, and I didn't realize this. Oh, crap. So, if one... I don't know how to solve that. Well, I could solve it by circuits, but... Okay, so one of the issues I just realized that's going to happen is... we might get into a situation where... this fills up, and then the belt fills up, right? Oh, that's not great. So, okay, so the advantage of this is when you have a case where you have, like, like, you get, like, 60% data back or something, and then you don't have to worry about it, like, basically not, like, panning out properly. I could, like, set the limits to something, but again, I would rather just maybe circuit off the belt or something. I don't know. I have to see. Needs to back up first. Well, that's what's going to happen, is eventually one of them will back up and have way too much data in there, and then the entire belt will back up, so... There's ways of solving this. I'm just like, I'm on the fence about it. It's, again, the whole reason I did this was because you get 50% quantum data and 49% junk data, and I already know, without a shadow of a doubt, what's going to happen in these cases. I think what I kind of, well... I'm not gonna lie, what I kind of want to do is probably put it near it, but then the beacons aren't that efficient when you do it any other way, so... I think no matter what, you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't in these kinds of situations. They're not great. Loaders at the bottom aren't connected with belts. Oh, this one isn't. I don't know why that one wasn't. Just one. I don't know, I liked when they were doing, like, when these ones were, like, junk and scrap and stuff, because that should always go, and maybe that's what I should bring out or something, but... I feel like I like that better, but I would have to switch this all around, which I might do. Let me just, stop it for a second. And I could do something about that. I just have to think about it. Like, you just have I'll just move this guy, like, over here, move these guys a little bit to the side there, or something. And then at the end is when it does all the junk data and scrap stuff collection. So that if it backs up, it would back up here instead, which is much better to me. Because these are already in their own, like, lane kind of thing, which is fine. Yeah, because this is already separate, so... Maybe that's what I'll do. I think I'll do that instead. Let's switch it up to do that. I'm pretty early on here, so I can definitely make that kind of change, and it wouldn't impact anything. Dude, this guy's jamming on his guitar. Look at this guy. Sorry, no, we can't hear, you can't see anybody, but just saying. Anyways, let's go. I'm gonna cut this one over to this side. Yeah, I'm glad I thought about this a little bit, because, yeah, I think that part would have annoyed me. So this way you have the two, and then they go into their boxes, and then the whatever the excess is goes somewhere else. Let me pick up these junk data cards. I'm trying out some different layouts, but yeah, I definitely want to do something different with these. Let me just make sure I have this one over here. And put that one somewhere else. Sorry. Going something like that. There you go. That should be a lot better. Just gonna rearrange it slightly. Alright, this will be a great Vondra for work tomorrow. I'm off. Sadly, today was the last day of vacation. Well, sorry to hear that, Zero Sheet. And hopefully you come back to work and everything's fine. And don't have a bunch of production issues or whatever. But thanks a lot for joining in. I'm deep in contemplation about this lovely issue. But yeah, now I know it's a little bit later today that I'm streaming at, but you know, I was going to actually do it earlier today, and then I kind of didn't, so because I'm weird. I was originally going to. I was sort of on the fence today. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like I was a little bit all over the place, so disastrous. But I definitely felt like playing some more Factory. I'm still like, yeah, I'm still thinking about all the problems I had last time. Usually when I don't want to think about problems, I then end the stream and go like, I'll just think about it overnight, and then I didn't think about it overnight. So, what do I do with these junk data cards? Is now the question. I think I'll just put them back to wherever they belong. Yeah, so these two are fine. I can keep these the way they are. Well. Yeah, no, I want it to be like here, I guess. So they did something here where they come in, but that's fine. I can, right, I remember now. And I can have them come up through there, that's fine. There's still a solution here. That works. Because this can go all the way to the other side, like so. I could also bring it from the top too, actually. The top is actually probably more consistent. Because that's where I want to actually put all my belts and everything, so... So I'm still on the fence about a bunch of stuff with this layout, so yeah, it's a normal day, exactly. You're expecting a fire and firing, oh. Well, hopefully you don't get fired. Why would they do that after your holidays? Honestly, they usually love doing that before your holidays. Oh, are these the loaders that someone said weren't connected? Because you'd be correct, they are not connected. Well, how did I not connect them? Oh man, okay. How did I not connect that? You know, I'm starting to feel like I should, Oof, good luck then, yeah. Either we get funding or we all get fired soon. I've been there. Been there, done that. Yeah. 9. Here's the thing, I could actually hook up an additional 2 to this. And I kind of would like to. But you'd have to add more space to these. Oh, this sucks. Yeah, I need more space then for all this. This is a bad layout. I didn't realize these were not connected. Someone said they weren't connected, and then I didn't quite understand what they were saying until right now. Yeah, I have to delete this. There's actually more to delete. I don't know. I'm not entirely satisfied with the solution. I always liked it when the trains went beside where they get loaded from, and they would just put it in. But the reason I can't do that again is because 50%. It can't be 50%. I love directly putting it in still though. So okay, so there is actually two potential. There's another potential solution to this problem that I have. Just to explain to everybody what the issue is and why I'm making these convoluted belt layouts that I now don't like. Because every time I use a lot of belts, I hate it. So the issue is when you have a data card like this, it's a 50% chance and 49% chance. The problem that you get always is that the top one will do it 100% of the time. The bottom one will do it 0% of the time. And so you run into a situation where it will like overload the top, and then when a train comes over wants a full load of that kind of card. The problem is because there's segmented wagons, sort of like how I have it down here, right? Because they're separate, right? What will happen is that one of them will be, so this one's fine. This one's all okay because it's 709, 710. The reason this one works fine is because there's no chance for this one. The only chance is with radiation, the uranium. So that one's fine. So I'm trying to think of a good design to come out from this that would essentially make it so that even though it has 50%, it becomes tolerant to being to not having exactly 50% or to balance itself. And there's a couple of ways I could do that. One of them is to only to do some kind of like bad Zuri loader kind of thing where the input loader is hooked up to the output, right? And so you only take from the train whenever it's doing that. But that means the train has to have some kind of condition where that if it's not doing anything for a couple seconds, that has to leave because it was unbalanced. And that also means that the train, whenever it picks up something, the station it picks up from has to tolerate imbalance because it could have a partially loaded wagon. So that's kind of the problem I'm struggling with right now. So I'm trying to think of what to do because these ones were pretty easy, but it did get to the point where like this one here, I decided to just put inside one wagon. This is also another potential solution, which is what I was starting to do here, which is what I was doing. So I'm gonna say for the duration of this run, scrap, junk, and contaminated scrap. I don't care about that. I will balance that at the stop like I do down here. And with the data card, so that can be whatever it wants to be. I don't mind that. But the rest of this, I don't know. When you get into a situation like this where it's 50% quantum data, do I balance it here, or do I put on a belt to then balance it? Is my question. I think I'm starting to kind of move towards. I want to kind of balance it at the location or something. Because I kind of like, I was thinking like, oh, you could just have the scrap kind of like come out on a belt, but like the more I look at this, and the more I look at these stops look like, I don't know, these look cursed to me, I don't know why. But the advantage to it is if you have a stop, let's say like a group of stops, in this case, 2 of them have contaminated scrap coming from them, then they could just pick it up from one location. You know, there's an advantage in that, but the rest of this is like not so great. I don't know. Biggest issue you're gonna have is a huge buffer of stuff on the belts as well. That's also something I really don't like. I don't like that either. So I've kind of already decided like I am gonna have trains input things, but the real question is what to do about the rest of this. And then you have a situation where you have blank data cards coming for this one, which I really hate. This one. So, yeah. I think I might do something like Madzuri loader related. I'm just thinking about how to have that work properly. Because you have to have the train leave, and I think it's like inactivity of like 15 seconds or something. And have it be there for quite a while or something. That might be what I end up doing, actually. I might give it. That's what I might end up doing. Ooh, all right. Inactivity is cringe. Yeah, but what you can do is you can say like, make sure it's been there for at least like 100 seconds, so at least a full cycle, and then give it an inactivity or something. Inactivity greater than crafting time. Yeah, but then you get a situation like this where it could be potentially full as well. So, but there's a lot I could do with that. Like I could also use the count of the amount of cards that are in there. I can send that to the circuit conditions in there, so I can do that too. It's gonna be some more complex setups for this, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna do that. We're gonna make it a little bit more complex, but I think we're okay with that. I think the thing I'm not okay with though right now is like I have to change all this stuff around now. So, all right, fine, let's do this. I think I'm committing to this at this point. Why are you giving me stuff? I have a lot of junk data cards, that's why. Is there a place I could just throw junk data cards? I think I have some somewhere. Actually, I'll just put it inside somewhere here. Whatever I was doing last time, I just wasn't satisfied with it, so. Alright. Quantum phenomena data. Because you're absolutely right, I don't like that part either, so. So now I want to do some kind of elaborate, like, circuited setup for it, so. Yeah, I think this is part of that one. I love elaborate circuited stuff. It shouldn't be that bad though, right? Alright, I'm gonna tell it to go somewhere else, and then I'm gonna disconnect this one. Is good enough for it? I think I can just put like one container here, but I kind of want to loader it, I think. So let's put loader. Let's put enough space for loaders in it. Because loaders are really nice. I do want to take advantage of the loaders, though. Loaders are really, really cool, so. So this one is the one that comes out with quantum data and then junk data cards, so I just need to basically be able to handle both. Already banned you, Pat, don't worry. Unscheduled stream, what a weirdo. I know. The truth is, Pat made me yell, so that's really what it came down to. Pat made me angry, for some reason. Pat brings out the best in us all. Just kidding, I yelled on my own. I yelled at video games. I'll tell you about how great bad that was. I know. I know, Pat, I know. So we're gonna say junk, and what's the other one? It's quantum. Alright. I could also... You know, I just realized, I could also just put it over here and have it go into the, something like that. Yeah, that would work, actually. Why did I not do that? Alright, one second, I changed my mind then on this. And naturally, I just realized that's going right into the lovely setup I did here, so I'm gonna have to change that to probably on the other side. or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I can put that in there. That's fine. That would work. Pat brings out the best in us all. Yeah, this works. Yeah, I like this. This is pretty good. I think I have to go a little bit more up this way. Alright. I think the only disadvantage will be doing this. Yeah, I have to have them on both sides now. So one of the things I actually considered, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should have done something about that, because I was actually watching TX, and I realized that you could actually have up to 6 buildings in one of these. But then I realized how inflexible it would make a lot of my trains, because I'd be like, you could do like, I don't know, like 2-6 or something to get that to, and just do all your trains as like six wagons, and I'm like, oh, that's actually not a bad idea. But then I realized that I'd have to do a lot of, like, there would be a lot of imperfect ones too, so. I don't think T-Hex specifically targeted 2-6, but I just realized that you could do that, and you could have it, like, the one beacon could optimally fit this, you know. That's actually the most optimal beacon layout, but yeah. Always troll responses, Virgin Gamer, but your old usernames get put in clan killed group names, so it's probably some clan signifier. Vajanya class for Pat's name. It's video game. It's that's what it is. Dude, the minute I met Pat, I knew that's what his name meant. Is video game Pat. Because the actual Pat was taken. It's video game Pat. I'm gonna have to change this one up a little bit. I'm not a fan of that, but what can you do? Where'd all my pipes go? I don't know. Alright, we're gonna do the most elaborate setup I've ever done for anything, ever. Oops. Thought I got rid of these. Apparently not. I just want the junk data hers to go away. And all my bot friends. Alright. I'm spending a little bit too far away from logistic grids, so I keep running out of everything. Actually, I could beacon this. I want this to go faster now. Whatever, the rest of it's fine. We'll figure it out. The only thing we're already not having XXX in your names is already a sign that you're old. And simple names are just what's it called? Simple names on Twitch is just a signifier of just boomers, that's it. That's how it works. So it's an old username, therefore old person, that's how it is. Because all the good names are taken by now, right? That's how it works. Ah, there we go. Old usernames. Dude, I actually hate having this up here, because if it's on a well, I can still kind of make this work, but no, fuck, I hate this so much actually. I kind of want the lubricant to come from the bottom again. I'm not gonna lie. And I probably will do that, so. The reason why is because being on the curve, it's like there's no consistency. Because on some sides it'll be like this. On this side it'll be like I have to like put in like an L or whatever. I don't even know. I hate it. I don't want to do it, so I'm not doing it. I hate it. Get your first percent of your space elevator research at times 100. Congratulations. It's 200K. Wow. That's gonna be a lot of it's a lot of science. Just a little bit. So can I just do this? I mean, I have a lot of leeway here actually, so I can just. Yeah, whatever. This doesn't matter to me. I'll figure out the rest of this as I go. I mean, I don't need these guys anymore because I have everything else I need, so. Can I just... Oh yeah, I can do that, huh. These actually connect with each other. So this is not bad. Okay, I'm liking this a little bit better. But here's what I'm gonna do for all of these. I'm gonna hook these into each other. Of course, it can't reach that one, so I'm just gonna have to put a... It's really sad how that doesn't actually connect. So, this is my solution to the conundrum. These are actually still connected. That's weird. Okay, it just doesn't look right. Alright. So this is what I'll do, is I'll put this together. Oh, man. This is actually a lot harder than I thought it would be. So I have to have a different colored wire to connect the top with the bottom. You can't just, I mean... Yeah, no, this is ass. It has other problems now. Because I need to just extend the wire here, but you can't connect that with that. Every single time. I don't know how I feel about this, to be honest. It's a lot of wires. It's a lot of wires. This looks terrible. Like the wiring on this is like awful. I mean, technically speaking, I could just have like be a smaller one or something. I don't know. No, because it can't connect to that one. Well, I can move it up because that one's actually pretty close to the top here. Let's just have it go as far up as I can get it to go. Maximum 5 connections reached. Why are you connected to so many? Also, why is this also not connected to the network here either? Finding all the interesting things today. Alright. So you always want it to be connected to the power so it doesn't make like another power grid. That's the thing I want to happen. Okay, that does work actually, so I can do this then. Don't know what I think about this yet. I guess I'll see it as I go. Technically speaking, I could have actually just hooked up the middle ones, but I don't know if I want to do that. No, because I have to have a green one hooked up to each one of these, which I can't reach. I mean, can you reach it if it's like there? You can. So technically, I could still do that. Now that becomes the big question. Do I want to just do this, then? Oh, well, actually, I could have done the... No, I need to do the top. Do I want to stop it from inputting or stop it from outputting? I mean, I could just stop it from inputting. That's fine. As long as it can hook up to the other one, then. It may make it a little bit more clear what it's doing, then. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm kind of at a loss here. Because I can't put it at the bottom. Because if I put it at the bottom, it can't reach at all. Can I do it here? No, I can do that one. Okay, now I don't know what I'm doing. It was just one off, so I could technically still do that. Yeah, that works. Alright. Can't flip it. And now becomes the biggest lie of my life is how to get the rest of this to work out. So if I put this up here, right? Can they connect to each other or no? No. So no matter what, I have to have like something in the middle here to connect it, which is fine. I don't mind doing that. Welcome to the worst thing I've ever done. Okay, maybe not the worst thing I've ever done, but you know, it's up there. Yeah, so I'm just gonna remove them. I'm gonna just copy the other one, and that's it. That one's fine. That one's fine. No rails. And take away these guys too. Alright, let's try this out. Gross? I know. This is how we work, though. I'm trying my best. It's not an easy thing to do, this. That's the problem, so. And then all I have to do after that is I just have to hook up these two, and then we're good to go. So there you go. It's all connected, it's all good. Let's see this one. I'll do is that one will go over here. Do I just do something like this or what? I don't know. Is it getting worse all the time? I mean, actually, to be honest, it can go any direction it wants to. There you go. Yeah, it's fine. Never mind. It's all good. Don't worry about it. I think no matter what, I'm not going to be entirely satisfied with it, but we'll try this solution out. I think no matter what, it's just gonna kind of suck a little bit. I can't actually do that this time, because if I do that, then it will be not aligned properly. I guess I didn't copy all the pipes correctly here? Yeah, these pipes are not copied quite correctly. I could just do them real fast. No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so that's why I decided not to do the top. I was very adamant about not doing this one. That one's really crappy. Alright, so that one's fine. Okay. And the blue can be somewhere else. I don't really care where the blue goes. I feel like I enjoy spacing these out a little bit better, but maybe I should actually plan it out for spacing it, actually. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll move it all up by... No, I can't do that, never mind. I can move this one up, that's fine, don't worry about it. Because I like to have, like, one in between or something. Well... Actually, it doesn't matter. We can put it back down, never mind. We can put it all together, it's okay. So you get the blue... There you go. So, okay, so the way I'm gonna make this work is... Let's see, so these two are not quite together yet, but I can easily hook them up by doing this. Okay, so it has the sum of all the boxes. There is 4, 8, 16 boxes, so we're gonna say arithmetic combinator each divided by negative 16, output each. And we put the output into these ones, and they're taking they basically are connected to each box. I have to say it's enabled if, what is it called? It's like quantum phenomenon data is less than 16 or something. It's like a stack size, it could be up to 12 stack size, right? Yeah, maybe I'll do it to the 12. Now I'll give it a lot of leeway. I'll give it like 25. So if it starts to get out of sync with the average by about 25, that's when I'll do it. And then what I'll do is I'll stop inserting it from that side. So the junk data cards I do not care about. The other thing I just realized is I don't want it to be like this. I need to hook that up to here, and then this one needs to be hooked up to there. I actually need 2 arithmetic combinators then. The reason I have to do that is because this is I have to keep the sides separate because there might be junk data cards on the side, and I have to decipher for that. So that's all I have to do. Want to open a new factorio client and play a run while waiting for elevator research? I mean, you can just download the standalone. I have that to test stuff and whatever. It doesn't matter to me. You can 100% do that. Okay, this should work. This is a bit of a convoluted solution, but it's a solution all the same. Why did I... Oh, I must have dragged this twice. My bad. I just realized what I had done. I didn't realize I over-dragged, or whatever. Maximum drag and thrust. Let's start with this one. And this could be just literally any of them. You can't do that one, though. Yeah, there's nothing on that side? Oh, it's coming through. It's fine. What I can also do is I can have them also insert from here to... Is there like a... Oh yeah, it's supposed to have 20k, and for some reason it's, it's making it, it's fine. Just sometimes stalls because of probably chemical gel, if I had to guess. Chemical gel is the bane of my existence, so... Yeah, I can't actually do this because that has to be like here, so that has to be, yeah, no matter what, it's like its own thing anyway. Let's do 5. Alright. Things did not let me save. You know, I wonder what your UPS will be if you just run 2 saves at the same time, it's fine. Also, waiting for science is cheating. You have to scale your science. No, it's not cheating, but... You could wait. Alright. Hook this one up over here somewhere. Why does this think that? Something's wrong with it, how this is connected. Let me see this one. Okay, why is it complaining about that? I must have it connected to something that it shouldn't be. I just don't know what it is. Oh, it's connected to here. Oh no, it's not. Okay, that one's fine. What did I mess up here? Something over here, I don't even know. Yeah, I got all those. Let me try and remove these. That one's fine with that. I literally could not tell you right now. I don't... Oh, I see. These ones are incorrect. Oh, that's why. This one in particular is incorrect. Oh, these fine, but that one's... This one's screwed up. That's so weird. You know what I did? I probably pressed R on it at one point. I think I was trying to rotate it or something. Well, it still thinks it's not correct. Yeah, it's one more, sorry. Okay, now we're good, see? All fine. All good. 7, there we go. And it's fine. I just didn't remember doing that. Alright, so we got the blue. Just have to plug that in somewhere and then that's it. Okay. I'm still not entirely sure. Where did all my fluid go? I just ate through it. Crazy. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Alright. I think it's a lot more expensive to delete these parts if I run into something like that. I think the other thing is I want to have this go a lot closer than I think it is right now. There's a reason for that. Yeah, it's fine. The reason I want that to be a lot closer is because it... Oh, great. I can't actually put that there. Because I could have a potential train that comes in with 3 of them, and I know one of them does have 3, because it has data card, junk data card, that, so I have to have 3 being able to come over here. So you can see here that the... Well, it actually doesn't have anything in either circuit network. What? What are you hooked up to? Oh, right, because there's nothing in the things that... Never mind, don't worry about it. Deaths by train. Actually, did I even die to any trains this run? I don't even remember. Like, according to this, I didn't, but, you know, I would probably load it whenever I die by train, so, because I'm a filthy save scummer. I know myself, right, so, you know. I will fully admit that I have a problem. I probably save scummed it whenever I ran into that. I'm like, I'm not walking back. Are you kidding me? That's a lot of effort to just walk back somewhere, you know? I know, Kodiak, you judge me as you will, but, you know. In my defense, I don't have a defense, but, you know. In my defense, I love trains. I don't know. All right. So here's what should happen. Yeah. So this is what's happening. So I did it wrong. I think. Why is this one disabled? It's not disabled. It's waiting for space and destination. Oh, these are not supposed to be hooked up to circuits right now. Okay, so here's what will happen. Let me get a, I think a chest here somewhere. All right, so what will happen is, if you load one like a lot, right? What's going to happen is this one will stop putting. See, it's not putting anything else in there anymore. I think. Well, it's still going, but yeah, I don't have any beacons for this as well. But you know, I'll probably just leave it. I don't really care. Because I want these level 2 beacons anyway, so, which is, beacons is... it's a little bit in, but that's fine. It won't be a big deal. So that's what should happen, is it will stop putting data cards in, I think. Because it's 45 plus that, and if it's less than or equal to 25, then it just stops. And that's what it will do to balance it. Is it'll use that, and there you go. It's starved now because the machine doesn't have it. Which is what I wanted it to do. So, it was all according to plan. But then what I have to do now is I have to say... Sorry, let me get rid of the rest of this. Why do I have so much quantum phenomena data? Go put it in there. Alright. So what I have to tell it now is I have to say, like... There has to be a condition on this, where if it's inactive for a large... No, you need to come back. So, if a large amount of time has passed and it's been inactive for a fair bit, what I also could do is I could actually say I can tell it what it has on each side, kind of a thing, but not really. I don't know. I'm still debating here what to do. So I could give it the sum, and I can say, like, if your wagon count is below a certain amount or something, or if there's like, if there's a lot of like chips or something, then I could say, like, you know, you don't actually need to go anywhere because it's kind of full. Maybe I'll leave it be. Maybe I'll just leave it like this. Because if it's going in a loop, it's like every 30 seconds. That's not adding a huge amount of train traffic. So we'll leave it be. All right, there you go. That's it. That's my solution for that one for now. I can modify it later to the needs of the factory. So we'll see. It's not it's not an easy problem to solve balancing that, but I think that will do it. But it kind of takes care of that, so... I'm more of a until full empty kind of guy, but I can, no idea what I can even advise you. Again, the problem is, it's like, it's 50%, 49%. That's what the issue is, right? So, I'm gonna try and balance it, but that means, like, it will potentially these will come out of sync too. So it's like, what do you do? And the other problem is like you have electromagnetic and polarization. So polarization is again one of those situations where that can become out of sync too. So there is no perfect solution to this. But luckily these are ones that can tolerate imbalances because the way those are loaded is essentially like this. So they're crafted in a way where it does that, but I don't know. I normally would be the same way, but it's the percentage chance screws that up. You can't say percentage chance. So I either have to put it onto a belt or I do something like this where it like balances it with each inserter. You know, it's either or. I don't know, man. Yeah, I know. It's like, what do you do? I don't know what to do. It's there. Every decision has a downside. The thing I don't like about this solution is the fact that it's very dependent on circuit network, and there could be a situation where it's like you are asking for 16 buildings, but it's what was it called? Is this a phenomenon data? I made actually a lot of these. Why did I make so many of these? Technically, I could have done this with 8. Why did I do it with so many? Because it's actually 7.1 machines. Why did I make so many of these? I don't know. I'm on drugs right now or something. But anyway, same situation, I guess. I guess I could delete half of it, but yeah. It's either you put it on a belt and it goes into one warehouse, or you do something else, basically. But if you get a lot of these that have that problem, though, it's going to be no matter what, you're going to have that. Because, like, the next one is, like... See, this is 60%, 39%. And it keeps going, it gets worse from there, so... I have an idea, just fill them up with whatever and dump them later to be sorted. Dump them how? That's the question. Like pick them up by train or send them to multiple sorting areas. That's what I was doing with belts, though. That was the last configuration, Kodiak. We were technically already doing that. Like I said, the other solution is like I could take all of this and just have a belt into a warehouse here and then have it basically go and be sort of there. Because that's what I was leaning towards, having one thing for this, but I really don't like how this is, though. I hate this too. So you say yeah, so what, like do what I was doing before? Because that's why I was thinking of that, because I'm like, oh, I can have it so that all the junk data cards come from one stop and all the scrap comes from one stop. But like that doesn't exactly work for material science, right? Like, because the scrap here is a lot more, obviously. You get a huge amount of it here, so one of the lovely challenges of material science, by the way. So I don't know, man. I won't lie, I don't like this either, and I'm kind of indecisive about it right now. Because this has other problems to go with it, which is like the fact that like I would rather just use it and not like be partially full. So I think I'm gonna revert it back and do something where like the cards come in right beside it or something. I don't know. I don't have a good solution for this right now. I wish I did, but this is why, like, I had it in the previous factory. I did this kind of a thing, and I never liked it. It was always really bad. But I don't think I have a good solution for it right now. Because yeah, not making them go all at 100%, that's also a problem. Because that's like, yeah, it's not designed for that, so. I'll let it finish and then I'll do it. I don't know if anyone else has any thoughts on it, but I don't have any good ideas on this right now, so. Actually, the other side was probably fine. It's this one I want to get rid of, I think. I just don't have a good solution for it. It's a really tough problem, and yeah. Most people solve this by having one dedicated area for card, multiple inputs, outputs, instead of trying to direct insert by train. But I like direct inserting. Direct inserting is amazing. Oh, I see. I have to... Honestly, I'll just remove this. Yeah, I'll just, I'll take all these with me, and then I'll throw them somewhere else. It's a lot of junk data cards. I'll try another option here. 1 second. So I think I'll do maybe a bit of a hybrid for this, and we'll see how it goes. Oh. 1 second. Go somewhere else. I don't care. Because, yeah, it's also a problem of I need this to go and be working all the time, because otherwise the math doesn't work out either. Like, you want to overbuild it slightly, but not, like, to this degree. So, it's just like, yeah, that bouncer doesn't work either. Alright, let me try something a little bit different then. Oops, I just put the repair backs in there. Okay, I have another potential solution then, and we'll try my second solution here. I have to turn off the row port, otherwise I'm going to be doing this forever. Just trying to get rid of the junk data cards. No, it didn't get rid of them all. Why are these not going? No cold thermal fluid. Oh, that has a little bit more distance it needs. Alright. Oops, I did not mean to take the blank one, but that's fine. Those actually go a lot faster than I thought they did. Alright. Let's try a hybrid option. So instead of putting it all onto, like, a bunch of belts, let's do a little bit of a hybrid. So what I'm going to do is we're going to use... So I was always a big fan of these ones, because this is actually just fine for data cards. You don't have a lot of them in storage. So what we'll do is we'll do something like this instead. Nope. It has to be the last two. We'll try this out instead. This probably will work out better. I'll move it over here. Actually, no matter what, it's going to be kind of weird. Actually, I want to be closer to the top. The top is where the decider has to be, but I probably will not use a decider for the most part. Alright, let's try this out. Which means I don't need as much space here as I have right now, so I can move this all a little bit closer. So this one only requires 8, so that's why I'm like, I can shuffle that closer. Actually, I'm gonna give it 2, a little bit more than that. And I don't need to squish it that close. Because everything has about, like, everything has basically 4 data cards I have to deal with, so... I like it being, I much more enjoy it being balanced than it not being balanced. How do I, like, unhook circuits to it? Whatever, it doesn't matter. I wish there was, like, a hotkey for that, but, or something. You know, they're gonna have to have that in Factorio 2, actually. Factorio 2. I say Factorio 2, but it is actually entirely accurate as Factorio 2. Yeah, I kind of figured when I did it, I figured I didn't like it, so. So here's what I'm gonna do instead. This is my compromise, right? So what we're gonna do is go like this. Can I? Okay, good. It's still disconnected. So what I'll do is I will have it go on a belt. I mean, I could go all the way to the top, and I could say, what kind of cards are these? These are the quantum phenomena data. So you say quantum phenomena data goes to the side, it goes back into itself, and that's it. And that's all you have to do. So when it gets stuck before here, basically, because it can't remove it. But all the other junk goes right to the right and gets combined. That's it. Yeah, that I think is actually a much better solution. Honestly, sushi belt has its own trade-offs. Yeah, not really a sushi belt, but yeah, it's just a lot of belts, and I'm like, it's not like I don't like belts, but it's they have their own challenges. Let's go with that. What I'll do is, so this will have beacons, right? So I'll do like the second one. What's another good one to do? Maybe yeah, let's do electromagnetics next. So that would be, I think I have that here somewhere. I may not have that anywhere. Why did I not copy that? I didn't copy that? Are you kidding? I don't really want to remake it, so give me a second. I'm going to just save on that. I'll just copy it from my save earlier today. Just realized I never copied it or whatever, so... Yes, it was this one, this setup. Right, put that in my blueprints. Load, back to here. That, I think I just loaded the wrong one. That's fine. Yeah, I did. Load that over here. It even highlighted. I just assumed it highlighted the save I was on, not like the one I was trying to go to. All right, so go back here. Sorry, it's under my blueprints. So that hits all of them too, which is also really nice. And there you go. The game blueprints were part of the save. No, that's a part of... Yeah, that is a part of the save. Oh, I have it here. You're right. Or no, this is the wrong one, isn't it? What is that? Yeah, it's polarization data. Sorry. No, I put it in my blueprints. That's my cloud saves. That's where I put it. That's where I put it. All right. I'll just put one on here. So this should work a lot better, and I say should, but yeah, we'll see. Because at least it's together with it now, kind of a thing, is what I kind of figure. And what I also figure I could do is I could put this onto the other side as well, the same way. So while these beacons affect all of it, I just have one over here that does essentially the same thing. So you kind of keep it together at the same time. So this way you don't have a really long belt going across the universe to do it, and you don't have the problem I was just talking about before, which is like when one of them backs up, it stops all of them from working because they all share a belt. The only reason it would back up if there's too much scrap or something, but then you have other problems, which is you should fix the scrap having too much in there. But yeah, there you go. It kind of, I think this is like the best of both worlds. It's not necessarily ideal in every case, but yeah. Then I'm gonna have to change these up and then that's it. So one that has most of the scrap is these colliders. That should do it though. I hope. Fingers crossed. Why do they look like this? And this is not exactly entirely balanced, but that's okay. I'll leave it the way it is, because this is, it'll just make a whole bunch and that's it. And that's what I figure is I'll just keep it like here. So you kind of just have one junk belt going around. At the top here, and it just combines onto another one, so you say this is force field data. It'll get a little interesting for some of the other sciences a little bit later, but it is what it is. I'll deal with it when it comes down to it. And there you go. It just combines onto that. Don't need to do anything else. You know, those pylons cannot come fast enough, let me be honest. I really need those pylons. Yep, then there's nothing else I need to do for that. Gets its whatever it needs to. Yeah, it's fine if it just looks on the left side, that's okay. At least it's consistent. Maybe I could put the lubricant back up there, actually. Because I have it now pretty consistently going onto one side. Yeah, the only thing is now, this length of, pipe doesn't actually work for this anymore. Well, actually, I can still make it work. You have to give it, like, a little bit more space like this, but, hey. The only thing is you can't really do that for this one, though, which I kind of hate. Ah, whatever, fine, forget it. SC's trying to play games with me and go like, hey, you want your pipes to be, efficient, right? And, I think I have to say, no thanks. Okay. That works out. Not the greatest, not the worst. I do have to hook in those pipes, though. Yeah. So I don't need more than one belt for these either, so that's the other thing that I realized. I'm like, yeah, it don't matter. Nope, of course not. Why would you be able to do that? Can I just do 3 or something? I guess I can. Yeah, because I don't mind it being like this. This is fine. Yeah, no matter what, it's just gonna be certain parts of it are gonna be a little bit less than ideal. 5. Well, that's okay, and I'll just move that down. Oh, of course, why would it? Fuck. Why does this have to be here? I don't understand. Why can't it just be somewhere else? But now I kind of wanted to go with the 5s then. Okay, never mind. We're doing it with 5. Alright. The gods are conspiring against me, guys. I'm sorry. 9. I know it's not like a huge issue. I could do that, but it matters to me, alright? Just slightly. Which means this could go back down. 7. And a 3. There you go. What did I have? I had like one of these ones, right? There it is. There you go. Now it's all hooked up. We're all good now. Oh my god, that one's it's fine. It'll be okay. It's a-okay. Don't worry about it. You don't have to love everything about it. It just has to kind of roughly do the job. Alright. And we get a lovely 15. There you go. So there you go. Lubricant comes to the top, and that means I don't have to have this hooked up here anymore. Oh, right. This used to be a 15. I remember now, I think. It's probably like two, yeah, it's 215s. There you go. Because I changed it a lot around, but it's fine. Alright. All good. Hey, Code Green, how you doing? I was just being a little dissatisfied with how my my stuff was working here. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Go back to doing this. Just slightly dissatisfied. I gave this a lot more space than that. Why did I give it so much space here? I probably did give this actually a little bit too much space. It should probably be a lot like just 2. I don't have to squish it, but it doesn't really need more than 1 because it's just cards. So I'm gonna just modify that. Give me a second here. Because it gives it enough space for anything it kind of wants, and that's it. Alright. Because then I can put, like, whatever the whatever things are and everything. And that's it. Yeah, because that just works fine. I don't need to change anything about that then. Just one little bit to the side. Except, the problem might be now is that this is... Oh, no, it still works. It's fine. That doesn't need to be perfect either. Alright, we're all good. A fellow modder didn't have a lot of achievements, so I was helping him out, and a few other members of the Discord joined. Oh, 6-hour vanilla world. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm still missing a couple of them, but I don't know. It's one of those things where I don't I don't feel the need to go out and do all the rest of the achievements. I'm actually wondering what they're going to do for 2.0 for that. And it's kind of funny, like, because 2.0 Factorio is like it's going to be expansion, right? So I assume it's just like a paid like side thing. So I guess they would just have like a requires base game, and then it would have its own set of achievements, I suppose. And I didn't even think about that until now. I have a lot of construction bots. Let me go get some more belts from somewhere. And some of my bots disappeared from me. That's okay. And I ran out of fuel just at that moment. Good times. Actually, good thing I came back here then. I'm right now, like, deep in the middle of trying to figure out how I want this. Why do I feel like I'm missing a lot of canisters? They're not getting eaten by something, are they? Because there's 11 in here, right? Oh, yeah, it might be. I have to maybe go 99. Yeah, okay, never mind. There's more around than I thought. Never mind. Because I feel like I may not have enough oxygen or something. Because I started with 50. So I'm like, is there something in the game that deletes them? Because I'm like, I could stay on the same 50 the entire game. I don't mind. Yeah, it goes 2 life support canisters, right? I'm actually curious to know if I actually have all 50, because one of them I have in me, right? Because it's like a I guess I work like an assembler, right? Oh no, or maybe not. Oh no, I have all 50. Never mind, we're all good. Lost someone found out what deletes them. Well, I have all 50, so I'm all good. So I don't actually have a problem. I thought I did, but yeah. I think some of the achievements are gonna be non-SA. They might be. Oh yeah, because yeah, that's right. Some of the things that they said they were doing, and it wasn't gonna be something you have to pay for. They're just a part of the base game. Yeah, because like they don't want to. I can imagine they don't want to maintain two branches every time they want to do something. So, like, I have to update the vanilla and the expansion. So yeah, some of those like probably the train improvements and all that are gonna be part of that. Because really, you're just getting another game type. That's all you're doing. So now I want to know what deletes my what deletes things then. Seems like you don't use emergency capsule burn. Oh yeah, no, I don't use that. I used it one time in this entire run. So if I see like a destroyed capsule, I probably have it somewhere. Because I went to go fix something in the base, but I removed all my gear. Yeah, I have two. Well, I have two on novice. Never mind, I did it more than once. I did it 4 times. I don't remember doing it 4 times, but apparently I have 4 of them. So, but I always remove my equipment before I do that. So, and I definitely would not have kept it because I just go back to the plan. I just put whatever I want down. I definitely would not allow that to happen. I'll just pick up these for myself. Oh, this is for the same stuff. Cool. And yes, I do agree, I am spending way too much time trying to sort this into some kind of perfect, ideal situation, but you know, that's how I am. Welcome to the stream. I'll keep these. I am a perfectionist in this case. Because this is going to be something I deal with for a long, long time. Am I out of... Yeah, I am out of Rumport juice. Okay. I'll let those recharge a little bit. You know, I could have batteries, but we're going to go for those suit upgrades at some point, so... At some point. Okay. Another identical situation here. Okay, let's go back to this one. Yeah, this already has the beacons as a part of it, so this was an okay build. Didn't have any issues with this one. Alright, what I'll do is I'll throw this down. I don't really want coffee, but I do want to... I'll be right back. Just give me 1 minute. Sorry about that. You know, the other thing I didn't quite think about that maybe we should do is I'm putting a lot of weight in this well, actually this is not that big of a deal. I was gonna say I put a lot of weight into this 2.8 train setup, but to be fair, these stops are compatible with 1.4, so if I put 1.4 onto the train chips, it will still work. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we try and do some designs for some 2.8 train ships? So I think I kind of need to. It would kind of suck to get to the end and then kind of get to that point and then not have that planned out. So maybe I should actually do that.
Do it.
Do it? Well, if you say so. Alright, let's do that then. Let's do that. It won't take that long, I think. I think it'll be just like, I have to go sandbox. I mean, I actually have an existing save. I mean, I could do that on my own time, actually. I probably should just do that on my own time.
Shit. Here we go again.
Do you guys care about the process of it, or actually, you know what? We'll make it a poll. Why am I even doing this? Train ship design session? Yes, do it on stream. No, just do it on your own. Alright, there you go. 3-minute vote. There you go. It's a very small session. Very small session. We won't be spending that long on it, but I'm just wondering if you guys like the thought process of it. Yes, do it on stream. Alright, oh, that's enough votes for me. Alright, alright. So... we're gonna learn some stuff about how these work. Mic tracked. Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, it's good. It's my old one here. No blueprint sandboxes? No, I don't have that mod installed. I don't do that. So spaceship flooring. I don't use that mod at all. So why do I spaceship flooring? I don't know why. I mean, technically I could just edit her in like the stuff, but I'm not sure if it has a. I don't think there is an ownership associated with it actually. Where's tiles? Surfaces? No, tiles. Space form. Yeah, there we go. Maybe can't use the brush here. Oh, that's too much. Alright. Gonna make a nice little ship design here. Alright, so if we go here and we go... Oops. So it needs to be like really big. Like, just want to make sure we can delete this guy, which I can't delete that. Oh, you can't actually remove that. Okay. So, there's a couple of questions I have about how this all works. Can I just erase that or no? Yeah, we don't need ors. So, if I make a really long ship, like height-wise, what will that do to the streamline? I just don't know. I actually don't know what it does to it, so that's what I want to find out. Because I believe it does change some of the attributes of the ship, but I don't know in what way. So what you'd do is you'd have like the nose of the ship up here, right? That's really interesting. But we need to go... Wow, it's really long. It's gonna be a really long-ass ship. So you do something like... Let's see. It would like end down here, right? So this would be if I were to do a train ship with just like 2 trains in it, which honestly might be something I end up doing. So let's go... Alright, and you can go onto Shippy. Okay. So you could do something like this, right? Oh, I need some things like this. Is this enough for it to go there? Yeah, that would be fine. You do something like that, right? So if I were to, let's say... I assume that the game has something where it goes like, hey, you shouldn't be... Oh, that's actually really out there. 1 second. I assume it doesn't want you to make just a line. I assume that right here. But let's see what we get out of it, right? Because that's a really long ass ship. But maybe it'll be okay. I don't know. Just one of those funny things. It's gonna look really phallic, let me tell you that. It's gonna be, yeah, that's gonna be interesting. 1 second. So I'm just kind of curious what this does to it. This has to be a little further down though, actually. Nope, that's perfect. Computer, what is it, like the ship here? What's it called again? Oh wait, I could just pull this one in. I assume that the streamline is gonna just hate life right here. Oh wow, actually no, it's actually really good. Huh. That, I did not expect that, actually. I wonder if I can change it like this. Yeah, I know what it's complaining about there, but yeah. So, I think... So this is gonna be, well, you know, I could just do this, right? Does that actually count as, putting 2 more gates up there? Does that count as, like, adding more streamline now? It's like, make it less boxy. Interesting ship design here, thank you. I'm trying some things out. We're experimenting a little bit. It says make it less boxy, and I'm just wondering what I can do. Because I also, one of the things is I have to absolutely make sure I have, don't worry, I'm like, this is not the final thing, obviously. Judgment, you do you. 1 second. I actually kind of have this a little bit less line. Okay, now the streamline is good. It's just, what I need is, it needs to have a lot more space down here, kind of a thing. So, here's the thing. You can have, like, a couple lasers like this. What I might do is nah, this is probably fine. Actually, I did screw this up. How did I mess this up so bad? Because it needed like another one here, I see. You know, I think I know how I'm gonna do this. Okay, this is how I'm gonna do it. I have an idea. I have a good idea. Alright. Nah, I kind of like it being like... You make like a little saucer part to it, you know? It's like the Enterprise. Don't worry. See? Look at that. That's amazing. You can't really put that up there, can you? I'm more curious on how much hull stress is actually using up right now. Just for this, you know? Because that's also one of the questions I have is... okay, so this is the equivalent to 2 of these trains. So that's why I kind of started it with this, because I was not sure. By the way, don't worry about the back of it, because I'll make it look nicer. I want to make Austin Powers Spaceballs rocket. I mean, that's practically what this is at this point. No tiles found. What's it complaining about? Hold up. Why is it complaining? Did it screw up because I did this? Because I'm actually curious about that. Does it actually need to have a connection like here, and you can't just put rails in the middle of it? No tiles found to properly connected console. I did something to it, I just don't know what. Does it have to be a penis rocket? I mean, so you could make it go diagonal, but the problem is that laser chart coverage is insane. So that's kind of the problem with it. So I need to have the thing is I need to have this here. But the yellow flashing, it looks like it's outside your ship. Is that normal? Let me just make sure I have it all connected properly. The yellow flash is, it's because I put a lot of stuff down, that's why. Yeah, no, okay, now it's fine. I must have deleted something on the ground at one point. Thin ship sections. Okay, so thin ship sections add 4.75 to this, and long ship plus 45. Okay. And also I can have another wagon over here. So that's the disadvantage of it. But I think at this point, I think that's much better because that's less space I have to have that's taken up by something else. It was fully, there was a one, yeah, I figured it was like missing one thing for it. I figured that was the case. I think no matter what, this like, people are gonna think this looks like, yeah, doesn't matter. Anyways. Let's go with yeah. So, until I get to like another level of tech, I don't think there's really a possibility for me to add an additional... Right now it's very badly shaped Mario keyhole. I'm glad that's what you're thinking, Code Green, because that's not what I'm thinking, but you know. So Longship does add 6% to it. So if I go... What if I just go add like a bunch of like things? I'm just trying to get the math out because I'm actually just kind of curious on this one. Okay, it still has long ship, it still has thin... Okay, so no matter what, that long ship is going to be a thing. I think no matter what. Oh, I was thinking something else. Clearly meat cigar. Alright. So let me put some engines down for this guy. So the reason I like this one a lot right now... And it's gonna be a little bit interesting because I think I can only put 2 train ships per wagon, but that's okay. So we can go pylon... And get one all the way down. That has ridiculous reach. Look at that. That goes all the way down. That's crazy. There you go. So we're going to start with ion engines because that's what we're going to actually have. So these are going to be some very small train ships because... The thing that was nice about this one is it did have a lot more leeway, but that's the problem with having... You know... I just want to see it again. Well, actually, I can still see it here. You know, what's weird is it doesn't actually... Oh, it doesn't copy equipment with it? Oh. Oh. That doesn't really matter, but I thought it would copy equipment when I copy the blueprint stuff. It doesn't do that. Because I did do a copy of it, but it did not do that, so... It's only the reactors, really, that take up anything anyways. That won't majorly change it, but it does mean that oh, well, this one... Wait, this one I just did. That's why. Sorry, let me put this back in the way it was. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot tougher than I thought it was gonna be. Because I think that's what I'm sacrificing here. I can only have, what's it called? 2 trains per ship now. It's about it's essentially about well, how much would I call that? About like a certain percentage loss. Yeah. Because that's why this one was kind of nice, but again, I can't do that anymore anyways, because I think it's... Even when you do this, this is way more tightly compacted, right? But it goes over the 1,000, so you'd be removing 2 anyways. I think anyway, regardless. There's no way to make that fit with the 192 equipment, regardless of what I want to do. So it's actually the same amount. This only worked at a time when I had, what's it called? When the locomotives weren't adding equipment grid to it. Now they do. Hey Mike, I'm currently sitting up 66 points. Thinking of redeeming it for you to play the Arrogant Kaiju Princess and Detective Servant. You can pre-screen the game so you know I'm not wasting my points. Cheers. How many points do you have right now, Pat? I thought you didn't have any. How are you going to get power to front to back? Well, I just did it. Apparently these pylons go really far, so that's not a problem here. Weirdly enough, that is not the issue. Oh, I have to do the same thing down here. Just a really, really long ship. It's really funny. Really, really long. To be fair, it doesn't need that big of a nose, I think. I think it just needs to have just a few, and that's it. Just like that. That roughly works out, so that's fine. Like a symmetry on the dick ship is killing me. Stop calling it that, Pat, I swear to God. Not a dick ship, okay? It's something. Ion engines. How is there a lack of symmetry on it though? Oh, because it's because of the this guy, that's why. But like this is the best way of doing it though, so there's no way you can do it. That kinship, it's something. Can't just call it a dick ship like that. Yeah, so it's 2 engines for that one. That's fine. There's probably enough for this. And what I could do is, hopefully I can get this to the other side. Okay, good. So that can go to the other side, so I can easily... Whoops. I can easily go bring that over here. There won't be any symmetry on the ship no matter what, so... Like I said, like, no matter what, this is gonna be cursed, so... I want to just, yeah. So the name of the game is Space Conservation here, actually, so... I think 3 engines is enough. I'm gonna have to have... That's 60 megawatts, and I think 1 reactor, nuclear, because these are gonna be nuclear, without a doubt. So we can't do anything other than nuclear. Actually, these are 250 megawatts. We have lots of power. So we can't do anything other than nuclear, because if we do anything other than nuclear... what's it called? We're bringing it to Fornets for these ships, so it absolutely cannot work that way. But you can probably have a lot more engines out of this, actually, to be honest. Because we have a lot of storage and everything, so that's not the issue. So one side I'll have condenser turbines, and the other one I'll have something else. Yeah, you get like so much leeway actually here. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't know. So much power is this right now? This is 80 megawatts. I think that's gonna be the major concern, is like the power usage of this one, and that's it. How late in the game are you gonna build for this? So this would be the first iteration that I would do when I switch to train ships. That would be the idea. That's the reason we're kind of playing this out now, because I'm making a bunch of stops that are for 2-8 trains. So I'm like, do I put 2-8 trains onto the ships? And the answer so far looks like yes. So it just depends if we can make it, because the amount of hull stress I have to plan for is like, so how it works is spaceship stress is. So I can do it, just unresearch some stuff. So the one that's realistically one I can go for. Spaceship. What? Why did it unresearch that? Oh, I think I have to debug. How do you instantly complete researches? I don't remember. It's like SE debug. Oh, there's a way you can just do, 1 second, instantly complete research factorio. Research command. Oh, I'll just do this one. Okay.
Hey, wait a minute, you cheated.
Yeah, I know. Let's do research. Oh, sorry, no, it's spaceship. There we go. Okay, so the level of tech we're going to be at is... So I have to go back into editor. And then I can go say research spaceship /G. I've had that on forever. So you could say unresearch that, unresearch that. So the level of tech we would be at is very easily. So this one's Mat Science 3, Energy 3, Astro 4. So that one I wouldn't do, right? But this one's very easy to get to. So so this one's easier because I'll be at most of this, but let's just say we're not at that one either. This is Mat Science 3 as well. But what's the capacity right now? I can't tell because it's there, this is perfect design, guys. That doesn't require any changes whatsoever. Okay, this would be 800. So between 800 and 700, and I can already tell you that's gonna be rough. Because I need condensers and stuff on this as well. Because this is a tight build here to begin with. Because I'm already at like 1200 of this, and it's because of all the the flooring outside. I don't believe is counting because it's saying it's gonna disconnect it. May have to cut down on some of the engines. Mike never chirps. Mike isn't a bird. No. Totally tubular. So this is pre-DSS for sure. Oh, absolutely, 100%. So we got to figure out what's for two. So we can't have more than two trains on a train ship. We'll have multiple train ships. That's not the problem. But it's called the Devourer. But we're gonna have to figure out. So it has to be nuclear, because otherwise it will not go into Fornestra otherwise. And it has to be. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna still play around with it a little bit, but yeah, it has to be nuclear and it has to be some other stuff to go with it, so. Because the minute I started putting stuff onto here, it started really ramping up the amount of space this was taking up. So I figured doing this at the top would be a good idea, but we're gonna have to test it to make sure it can do that. So let's go with half the amount of engines. So it has to be, these are 10 megawatts. These can do 10 megawatts as well. So I just need essentially 6 of these or something. Probably like 7, because one of them can do the, what's it called? One of them can do the stuff up there, so. 1 second. And then I have to, yeah, I have to decide all the rest of it. Oh, man. Yeah, that's what I figured. Flip those, put that down there. So that fits there fine. So like, I don't know how many these I need. This is for 750 steam. This wants to use 350? Oh, it's not that much. Say 500. 500 is a pretty good number then. And then we get a reactor here. No. We're trying to just, yeah. I could also put some of the engine, the steam turbines on the other side too. That's also a possibility. Again, we're just trying to limit the amount of space we're using up, but we don't need a lot more space after this. This is like, this is the peak right here. Just trying to think of this. This is like a... Man, this is gonna get weird. Oh, man. It needs some laser turrets over here too, because they could potentially get over here as well. Oh god, this is like a really funny ship, isn't it? This is why I was like, yeah, I have to play around with this first, because this may not be possible. Like, I may have to change something up about it, right? I simply do not know. And while this does work, it's like, is my streamline good? Is all that other stuff good? I don't know, man. I just, yeah. Because I could easily have some accumulators here, because I'm gonna have helium, right? Like that. So I could have put like 2 helium accumulators. I could put another one right there. So we have some accumulators to go with it. I could even set the speed to what the accumulator amount is, in case there's a lot of like lasers or something, you know. There's a lot of ifs and whatever, so. So let's say, because there's just no way I do some of this, so bring the laser turret still in there. Yeah, what's this now? Yeah, a little bit far away from 800. That's the only thing. It's still spaceship flooring. That's the issue. I'm not sure if I can remove it, though. By the way, it's not the stuff outside, because if I remove that, right, it's not going to change. Yeah, see, it doesn't change, so. That's what I'm saying. That's not a part of it, so. Train ship time? Well, we're just trying to design it, because that actually influences a little bit of what we do later. We're not quite at that point yet where we can make it actually happen, so... We're getting there, though. The thing is, we want to have some... Oops. Yeah, I want some of these. We also need steam as well as the other thing to go with it. Oh, God. These are fucking terrible. Because I need steam as well to be... Because I need both these together like so. So, like, you might think to yourself, oh, you can cut off some space here, but you really can't. There isn't as much space to cut off here as you would think. I could probably put a turbine here, though. But this is like, yeah, this is pretty rough. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, there's a lot of, yeah. And it wasn't, if it wasn't like, it would be a lot easier to do if it wasn't for the fact that I need, yeah. It's the equipment adding, so it's the equipment adding 128, and it's also the longship adding 82. So, I don't know. Is I'm like, you have to play around with designs until you find something, and the streamline also sucks. So we got like double problems here. And that's why, like, I might have to go back to the drawing board and I might have to say, like, 1/4s are going to have to be what goes onto this. So if you do design like this, right, it probably will be a lot closer, but maybe not by much. So streamline, and this is always one of the things I always hated about designing ships in SE. It's that number, like, there's no air in space. Why is there drag? I don't understand. There shouldn't be any drag. Come on. Yeah. Square ships do to 100% streamline. Are they actually 100% streamline? I refuse to believe that. I think I'm being trolled right now, but I'm just gonna try that out just because. Dude, there's no streamline. What are you talking about? It's like 0%. I don't know. Applied cargo containers are optimal shape. You're aware that this is not a complete vacuum, right? In space? Truly, there has to be. I don't know. So again, we could go back to this, but it means that we'd have to have 2.8 mixed with 1.4, which is possible. We can do that. The stops I have are certainly compatible with it. So for what we'd have to do is we'd have to change this one. These are the classic house ships that I had. So these are now too much. But what I could do is I could just take out one side. I think I have to put this over here now. But again, these have to be nuclear. These are, I was doing something with this one to test something else. Not build on Clean Dirt 1. These are obviously not nuclear right now, but these are also antimatter and some other stuff, so there would have to be a couple other changes to it. I don't remember what this was for, actually, to be honest. I think this, oh yeah, right, this was a design before I decided I was going for an Estra. Are these, what's the issue with this one? No tiles found. Oh. Wow, this is still like 900. Huh. Huh. Even after removing 2 locomotives, it's still not good. But yeah, that's why, like, it in the other orientation, it doesn't really work either. So what's using most of that? That would be mostly just the flooring, just the amount of flooring. And again, that's why I was kind of like leaning towards this, because this is a little bit more optimal in terms of space usage. Make it more blocky. Just like Mahalik likes. More blocks. We need the blocks. Giving up on 2.8 already? Classic? I didn't give up on it, I was just trying it out. Big blocks heart? Yeah. I didn't give up on it quite yet, but we're starting to get there, because it's like... This one's just like 81, and I don't know how to get it any more streamlined than that. Because it really just needs like... Just kind of curious, what if you just add like blocks like this? Does that add to the streamline? Does it actually see that streamline or no? No. How about if I do that? I'm just curious where it determines the streamline. Now it's... So the streamline calculation is essentially the height and the width of the thing, and like how many... I mean, does it matter if you kind of go like here? It does. That's why I thought. That's what I was thinking to myself. Like, why doesn't it actually allow it, like right here? But I don't know what the math is for that. Yeah. So this doesn't do anything to it. It's when I go and make it on a section like that. So. You haven't read the source for that? Not yet. It's north facing, right? This is a north facing one currently. And that's why, like, if I put this the other way, I would have to basically add more, like, it would be like a really pointy ship to basically make it work any other way. Now, the other thing I've seen people do is they will do like a little circle around it, kind of a thing. Like they'll have the trains kind of go in like that. The only thing is you can't really have more than one train doing that. I mean, you kind of can, but at the same time, kind of can't. I don't know. I don't like that because it's a lot of that's a lot of weird space. But we could try and do that too. Okay, let's try that actually out. Give me a minute here. I have another design I could potentially try. But no, that one's terrible though. Well, I'm not a fan of that one either, but we can try that. Okay, well, let me try it out. I have something in my head. I don't think it's gonna work out very well, but we'll try it out. What happens if you loop up top and have an entrance exit on the bottom? That's what I was kind of thinking, like a donut ship. That's exactly what I was thinking. But I don't think it'll be good, to be fair. I have my doubts, but... And I'll see, if you think this is cursed or this is cursed, can you imagine how cursed a U-shaped ship is going to be? It only gets worse, okay? The croissant ship. It's the French ship. It's fine. Oh, we are going to the one place hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Where is it at? Yeah, that does work. So, in order to fit 2 ships in, I have to put, like, another one, like, close by or something. So, one of them is always a little bit longer than the other one, so I'll do, like, the minimum first, and it'll be on the opposite side. Like here. So one side will always be a little bit larger than the other one, but, you know, it is what it is. That's what we have to do. Because at this point, I think I've realized that it will, no matter what, it will have to be a, it will have to be two true trains if I'm going for that, like, level of trainage, I guess. Oh, that is most definitely cursed. Oh well, I can kind of. Dude, this is not getting any better. This is just like, yep, that's what I thought it would look like. You asked for this. You asked for this. I'm just saying, I take no responsibility for this. So it has to be like that. There's no question about that. It's like it's a really long ship, honestly. But it might be a little bit better. I don't know. It really doesn't look that way to me, because it looks like it's like this one. I have trouble fitting everything as it is. It's already like, you know, to give you a perspective, it's way wider. It's not smaller. This is not more condensed. It's actually way wider than the other one. I don't think so. Same track on the sides. More like this. Let me see what you have. Yeah, so here's the thing. At that point, if you're doing that, you might as well just do it like this then. So you're doing essentially what you're doing is 1 second. So you're taking this one, right? Train stops. So you're saying this. 1 second, that one. So you're just doing this, is what you're doing. Because at that point, like, putting this down onto the same track, that could be outside the train. That doesn't have to be inside the train. This is legit the best croissant ship. My take on it? Let's see your take on it. Yeah, so again, oops, I didn't mean to change that. Sorry, I saw my OBS in perspective. So you could do that too, Kodiak, but the problem with that one is you're essentially, so this design right here is the minimum amount of rails that you need to make this work, right? That's why this is already sort of the most ideal setup for it. All you're doing is you're really just making it go like more like up here and then around, and then you have more coverage that you have to do. And it's the same problem. You're just adding more surface area to the ship. So it's why, because of the fact with the streamlining, I think this one is actually the best design. And I think the thing I did not take into account with these is, no matter what, we have to have a nuclear setup on these, and I didn't have that previously. So it's too heighty, yeah. Which means I should go back to 1.4 then. But we're designing a spaceship that's going to end up phallic at some point. It always does. It always does. It's mechanics of the ship logic, yeah. It is really a limitation of it, so. I don't know. It's why I said, like, I think I have to go back to 1.4 or something. Well, okay, so I can still do 2.8 on the surfaces. It's like when it's transferring it between surfaces, it'll just have to be 1.4s, and it's totally compatible, and that's fine. I do have it working in a way where it is compatible. But that's how it is. Have you considered going sideways? Again, that would be this kind of setup. Which, it would work, but... You know, you're basically having the same problems I have already over here. If I can't make this work with that, like it's already 932 with this. It's just the sheer amount of area you need as well to do reactor setups. Now, mind you, the ion engines are a little bit worse. Like, I did not actually do this many antimatter engines, actually, for this, so maybe that's what we should plan for. Give me a second. Because I remember in my other run, I just did 3 engines, is what I did. And I should probably do the same thing here. I don't know if anyone remembers my first run, but the engines were more like this, is what I did with it. And then I had, like, the condenser turbine set up, like, down here kind of a thing. But if you look at this right now, for example, now it hits that 800 mark that I kind of wanted. But I remember I had a huge amount of issues hitting that even early on. I think what we're doing is we're making 2 versions of the train ships. We have... let's see, Spaceship Factory. Yeah, because when you get to DSS, you get 500. Actually, you get an extra 1,000 out of it, so I think what I'm going to have is I'm going to have my... I think what we're going to do is we're going to have the ion engine version of it, which is this one. And then I'm going to probably move it over to Deep Space Science, because that when you get to that point, you get like an extra 1,000 integrity. You get the antimatter ships, and then something else at that point. You're not that far from high temp turbine, are you? I'm actually not sure. High temp. I don't know why I can't spell. Yeah, you basically are at that point actually as it is, but you need antimatter reactors though. The reason it gives you that early though is because you could do the sunbeaming, and that uses that much power. But I don't do sunbeaming. Not for these ships, especially because they're going to Fornetstra. They won't do that. I think at this point, yeah, I'm definitely along the lines of the train ship build will be finished at DSS 1, but I need an intermediary before that. Isothermic generators. How much does that generate for power? 2 megawatts. So that's not enough power either. Huh. Honestly, it becomes a lot better when you get to DSS 1. So what I really need is I need a layout for just one set of ships to go one way. Take the flat design and flip it outside to make it claw-like, like our decks did. What about this? Let's see. Maybe. Does it act, you know, then it's really not gonna be symmetrical, but maybe that doesn't matter. I don't know. It's the more I look at this, Kodak, the more I'm kind of like, what's it called? It's like, this is so far the most ideal design I've created so far. Because that actually hits the 800, but this is not even including a nuclear setup. I think what we're going to have is, what are my other power options? I mean, we could, like, I kind of said I wasn't going to use gas turbines in space, but we could technically use that with us. I don't know. But I inverted L, or sorry, inverted U. Same problem. Again, we have a surface area problem. That's what the issue is right now. We have, so okay, just to tell you a little bit about the mechanics of this. The empty tiles that we actually have a lot of that. So you see here, you see empty tiles, that's like 443 out of 114. So normally what you have in FC is you get a little bit of leeway with empty tiles, but when it comes to putting down rails automatically maxes out the empty tiles, period. No matter what. Every single time. So that's why it's like, that's not a division that you see there sorry, it's over here. That's the most you can get is 114 out of that design. Over here, the most you can get for empty tiles is 72, but we had 355. That's how it works. You don't need antimatter for high temp power. Fusion K2 is enough, and it's energy 3. So do I do K2 fusion chips? I mean, you know what? Honestly, that's not a bad idea. Because it's like, sure, I'm using K2 power on the ships, but I'm playing with K2, you know? But sometimes that the power is limited by something with how it works. 1 second. Because sometimes adding that to the ship changes something about the properties of it. Energy beam targeter, nice. So I don't like the energy beam receiver because look how big this is. There's no way I can fit that on there. So I don't ever incorporate it on my ships. I feel like running nuclear or something is always better. Isotherm and burn ion stream. Ion stream does not have an energy value, so it cannot be burned in isotherm. You'd have to put rocket fuel or something instead. No, not the receiver. Fuck that. Yeah. How long would a K2 tank full of steam last? That's what I did in my original train ships. Is that lasts for quite a while. But these ships have to go between Fornestra and wherever in the universe that they are, which is why I kind of think they have to be nuclear. Mind you, you do get some really dense piping mechanisms, and you can always have the nuclear setup on Fornestra. Sorry, which was the one I was looking at? Is you have high temperature turbines. Yeah, these don't have enough space there anyways. Never mind. It was something else. I was looking at, what do we have? We have advanced steam turbines. What are these ones? 100 megawatts, jeez. Okay, well, high temperature turbines. What are these called? Advanced steam turbines. Advanced steam turbines. So that would be Energy Science Pack 3 you would have to go for. That's 100 megawatts out of that. That's crazy. Huh. Could do that. It'd have to be 1,000 degree temperature, but it would work. 100 megawatts. Again, I don't have any qualms about using it because I'm like, again, the way these turbines work is, sorry, we're already adding stress because of K2, so you know we're removing some of the stress because of K2. I think is okay, but yeah. Can you use fusion on ships? Got a steam battery then? I don't know, can you? 1 second. Let me go. How much does it consume? 209 a second. Opposed to steam turbines. Turbine. I think that uses like 67. Yeah. So this is double already the consumption of steam. That's kind of crazy. There's also antimatter reactors, but I'm very sure that's A, that's really late game, and B, I think they did something to reduce the amount of yeah, singularity reactors are DSS3. So this is realistic to get. What was it called again? It was like yeah, so the other thing is you can't, there's no reason for you to generate the power here actually. It should just be We should just do something like this then. Whoa, that's some really fast bots. It's just, I just realized that was so fast. Right above the singular reactor, that's immensely wasteful. This one, the fusion reactor. Yeah, but look how much space this takes up. That's how I'm like, yeah, we don't need that much in there, but we could just, it would a battery be enough though? Because even though it's using, so here's the thing. Even though it's using 209 steam a second, right? I actually don't think we're going to be using all of that. The reason being is because, what's it called? We're not using 100 megawatts. It has up to 100 megawatts, but we're not using 100 megawatts. So, yeah, there's no way you're taking that with you. So I think it actually might work. Infinite. Let me go. Let me try this out. 1 second. Editor. Kind of want to put a lot of steam in here real fast. I have ideas. Alright, and I need some infinity pipes. Steam. Okay. Gotta do a fluid tank wall design for the fastest transfers? Yeah, I know. I'll have to do something like that, you're right. I need to put an antimatter on this ship temporarily just to have it so it can take off. Because I don't have that currently. I forgot about that. Antimatter. Alright, let's just speed it up a little bit. Let these fill up all the way first. Ours is an integrity check. It's failing, but just barely. I can easily get it to work. I'm just trying this first because I want to know if the power is good enough. It's the first thing I'm testing here. Don't worry, this is not actually the final stage of the ship here. Okay, so how much launch energy do I need? Apparently the container stress is too much. Why? Oh wow, steam tanks take up a lot, actually. I did not take that into account. Yeah, looks like we could only have one. Never mind. Well, let's see how far it takes us. Yeah, you can do 50 tanks? Yeah, I'll try this out first. Let's try it out. I mean, 2 times 50 tanks would be pretty much not really any better than this, to be honest, so... Let's see. So we're gonna go to Fornestra. Launch. Take us out of here. I'm on the ship, right? Oh, no, I'm not. I can just look at it from the satellite view, right? Hey, wait a minute. You cheated. Star map. Yeah, that's actually what I called the ship. You know, I didn't give it any fuel. 1 second. That doesn't matter, I guess. We're testing this one to go, let's see, ion stream. It's more to see if we could get to Fornestra on one load of this one, so... Because it is 100 megawatts. It is a lot of power, so, yeah. No multiplier on the fluid tank walls, though? Yeah. Oh, Mike is getting through all this, but I haven't taken the time to read the tooltip that fusion reactors can't be placed on space stations, so you can't refuel at for an extra. Well, there's probably other options then. Alright, well, actually, let me test something then. Hold up. Steam 1000. I want to try something out. Does it have to be that? Because I could do steam mixing. Like, the solution there is a solution there. And it's like, yeah. Yeah, you can put 1,000-degree steam in there, which is fine. Which means it could be anything. We can even do it from, what's it called? Heat exchangers or whatever. There's many ways of making that level of steam then. If it works with 1,000, then it works for our purposes. Like a power output? 16 megawatts. It's because I don't have enough things here. There you go, see? 100 megawatts. Is there a reason that wasn't supposed to work? I don't know if it wasn't supposed to work. But it accepts 1,000, so that's fine. Alright, let's go... Alright, I'll launch with this guy. Because it only uses 32. What outputs 1,000-degree steam? I think the what's it called? The electric, at the very least, the electric boilers do. Because I remember I did something with that in one of my other runs. There, no, that's 5,000. Never mind. I can still do steam mixing. That's still not an issue. Fusion, so, yeah, so it's also, yeah, that one. I can steam mix it though. I've done that before. This is not the first time I've done this, so it's not my first rodeo. I've done that. I can mix it to about roughly 1,000. What is this entity called? It's an advanced steam turbine, right? You know, this is actually working a lot better than I thought it would. I could probably get all the way there if I had to guess. Well, we can just editor. Can I edit her from here or no? Oh no. Yeah, there's no beaming. You can make it with power beam probably other way. It just has to have a way to refuel at Fornestra, is what it needs. It's looking good right now, because I'm only at 165. It has plenty of steam for this, and the entire thing acts as an accumulator as well. Advanced steam turbines are actually really good. They're excellent for this. Yeah, it wasn't even close. It can go all the way. That's not an issue. So that does mean we're gonna have to go to Energy 3 no matter what, and we're there. We're there with about and only use 60k steam. So like I said, I can either steam mix it or whatever else I want to do. That's not a problem at all, and it even works with 800 hull stress. Whose ship cargo? A ship whose cargo is to steam. I could even like, well, I don't even have to like. I could do steam refueling there, but to be honest, like 168, it can even like, what's it called? It doesn't even need to have any. Like it can go. It can make a return trip with this. I could go all the way back to, what's it called? I can go all the way back to novice. It's not a problem. Go ahead. Let's run back. There we go. All the way back. 200 is KZIG for cargo stress? It is. However, trains don't use it, any cargo stress, container stress. So it actually works out in our favor. It's excellent. So this would be a problem if you were doing a standard ship. with you're having containers on it, so you wouldn't want to do this. But in my case, I don't care because I'm doing train shifts, so it all works out in the end. Yeah, there we go. We made it all the way back, and we still have steam to spare. K2 tanks are OP. I mean, I could put down like 4 of the other ships, but yeah. But like I said, I'm using the K2 engine units, which is adding to the hull stress. So because of the fact I'm using K2 to make that happen, I don't really mind just using K2 power to do this as well. Now, nobody tell Radjack, otherwise he's gonna nerf me. So, anyways, it does work, and that's the point. Is this does work, and it will be fine. I don't even have to have like a two-way for this. So, now the real question then becomes, and so now that we know we only need one advanced turbine for this entire setup, like I can even double the amount of engines and it will be fine. So the top speed of this was 91, right? So let's go back to B. 1.4 design. Well, no. Now we're back to here. Okay. So I just determined I don't need this. So what we have to do at this point is let me go back to doing all this. So spaceship. So I will have to do Energy 3 now. I don't mind doing Energy 3. That's fine by me. To basically make these train ships happen, because it's now a requirement now. There's no other way to do that. So I can unresearch that. So this one is Integrity 4. Why do I have Integrity 4? No, I want 7. So this is Energy 3, Astro 4, and so I can unresearch that, so I can say I won't have that, because I'm not going to go for Astro 4. But I can go for Astro 3, Energy 3, Mat 3. I could do that. And that gives me, let's see, integrity check. Is that 800? Oh, I guess that is the 800 that we were... No, it's 900. So I now have 900 to work with, because I'm going to be at that point. Because I think if I were to unresearch that one, it would put me down to... which one is it? So... I don't know why the UI is broken like this, but whatever. So I could remove that, but then I need Mat 3 anyways. So I'm saying I would have Energy 3 because I need it for that design. So we can go back and we can put the turbine into here. So this does work. I can do this. But then we go back to the streamline problem. Because of the fact it sees it as a really long ship for some reason, yeah. Let's see what we can do with it. And it might be a case where I actually just go look at the code for it and learn how it works, because I think I might have to do that. Because it's one of those things, it's not very descriptive on what it does for that, so... Because as far as I know, it's as streamlined as it can possibly get. Like, it's everything that's available to the, what's it called? To everything else is fine. Like, I don't know how this is not, like, completely streamlined. Everything is essentially a curved line that is, you know, going in through space, I guess, you know. Is kind of how it works. In theory. 1 second. I need to do that one. Integrity check. It's 40. See what I mean? It's 47 because it wants it to be wider is what it wants. So to get it, I don't know what my honestly we could try this out and we can see what my speed will be if I do this. So just to experiment with it. Because I'm kind of curious to know what it will be, you know? Okay, and we need a couple of these ones. Make a wider front part with a bunch of lasers. I don't know if that's going to help, but we can try. I'm going to put this in first. Oh, this is before I did the, ion stream. Alright. So we got both of those going. Oh, I need to give it a launch thing as well. Forgot about that. Because it's not in space yet, so... I mean, I can't go between surfaces. It's kind of weird, editor mode. Because I can't really go between surfaces, so... I mean, at this point, I might as well just have all the technology at this point. Let's see. Because I think even if you make it wider, it doesn't matter, because it wouldn't, because, like, for example here, I'm gonna add, like, more space here, right? And I think it doesn't care. No, because the reason it doesn't care is because it's a matter of it being too tall. And that's what Streamline does, it just prevents you from doing designs like this for some reason. Because it hates me, and me in particular. So... yeah, I might do. I might pull this over here instead. And make an antimatter engine here. Let's see how slow this is going to be first. Because you know what? If it's just a little bit slow, then maybe I just don't care. I wonder how much it's affected by it. Alright, let's just wait for that to go up. Go down. Editor. Okay. Go get another save as the bees. WTF is that? Hey Almashade, it's called the best ship you've ever seen. Integrity check. Alright, let's go. I mean, it looks cool as shit. Oh wait, hold up a minute. Why did Streamline go 100%? What? Wait, what? Oh, it wasn't calculating with the sections that was okay. Alright, guys. Never mind. I'm glad I tested it. Because it's fine. It's good. We're good to go. So the reason I was doing it because I had all the tiles over there. That's why. Yo, this looks ballin'. I'm not gonna lie. I actually like this one. All right, now let's see if we can go all the way to Fornestra without dying. All right, dude. This is gonna be bucket baller. Let's do it. Yo, I'm excited actually, guys. I'm excited. Let's go. Set a course. All right, guys. How fast do you think this baby will go? Hell yeah. Yo, this is kick-ass. Dude, I don't care actually. This is the design. I just care. This is amazing. I actually like this. This is cool. We fixed it. It's already fast enough? Yeah. Listen, you have to understand something about me. Beck, I have the need for speed, alright? I'm gonna make vroom vroom noise as well. This guy's going to Fornestra. Anyways, let's go. Editor. So, one thing I'm kind of curious about is once it gets into the Fornestra asteroid field... You know, we are redlining at 100 megawatts, but that's a good ship design if it redlines. Yo, I love this thing actually. This is amazing. Look at that, 140 speed. It's actually taking out all the asteroids too. I might make some adjustments here just so I can have maybe a couple more laser turrets down there, but yeah. Oh, this is actually pretty good. This is pretty good actually. I'm a fan. And the thing is, like, there's actually not... These lasers actually haven't had to do anything. The front can actually handle everything. The thing we could tell, though, is by kills, right? Do these have any kills? No. The rear has not had to do anything at all, actually. Maybe we just leave it like this. This is actually, we don't even need lasers down there. Why do we don't need lasers if the front just does everything. Yo, this is crazy. We don't need accumulators. We don't need lasers at the back or anything. All right, I'm surprised that the I guess I didn't know this, but we learned something new. Apparently, when you place down a lot of plating and you don't remove it, it counts that towards the streamline. So, all right, guys, how dick-shaped is this ship right now? Let someone tell me. Give it a rating out of I don't know. It's pretty good. I want to see what it gets to when it gets to Fernestra. This is pretty good. Surprised the lasers are keeping up with the speed. Yeah, so am I actually. But we are under 1,000 stress. That's why when you go over 1,000 stress, then it becomes a problem. 100 out of dipstick. I see. VTubers would be proud of your design. Oh, thank you. So when we got here, so with the amount of ion engines I gave it, it still only used like, it only used half the steam. How much does steam cost? That's what I looked at. That's what we're looking at right now. It doesn't need that much steam for this. So we can go back to novice and that's it. You still want lasers on the back for angled meteors? The thing about that is, I'm not actually sure, Simrock, because they've not killed a single one. I think it's fast enough that it will not be hit by angled meteors, because it's too fast for it. It's going 140. If these don't have a single kill, which they don't, it means that they've never been threatened at any point. Yeah, they have no kills. Because the angled meteors, sure, they come in, but they're not using the speed. They don't account for the speed, I guess. Because these would have killed something by now. But the top defends the entire thing. And we're at novice orbit. You have a laser damage speed unlocked, unlike an actual save, though. Correct. That is actually correct, by the way. That he's right about that. Maybe we should take that into account, shouldn't we? Maybe we should remove some of those. Yeah, I kind of have a little bit too much, don't I? All right, let me unresearch it. Let me put it to something that's more realistic. You bring up a valuable argument. We do actually, because we're in cheat mode right now, so let me remove a bunch of those. Yeah, this is reasonable for me to have, like, energy. I mean, technically I could have this one too, but we'll just say at 6, and then laser speed is done as well. Let's unresearch that one too. Okay, so this is probably pretty close to what I would have. Energy weapons damage. Yeah, so energy science pack 3 is what I would be at. And then speed is, I guess the speed would have been upgraded, I just realized, but that's fine. We'll leave that there all the way. Let me put the fuel back in. And what I'll do is I'll take out these. One second. Go here, go steam. 795. Or sorry, not 975, sorry. Alright. It doesn't even use that much iron stream either, so that one's pretty good. Alright, let me just go all the way so it can fill that back up. So, level 22, okay, dude, that's what I'm saying. I actually should test again with that, so. So now they have plus 1.8 and a little bit of damage, and that's it. Plus 108 laser. Because that would be at this level for this.
Hey, wait a minute, you cheated!
Alright, let's go back to Fernestra. Where's it at? Thank you for bringing that up. You bring up a good one. And it's really easy to test, so we can just go right back. Engage. This is cool, though. I'm enjoying this. It's the real thing is when we go into the Fernestra asteroid field, because that's going to have a whole bunch. The gravity well doesn't matter. So I took out all the ones at the bottom. We don't even have those anymore. We have to exit the gravity well, though. Am I not going fast enough? Yeah, I'm going 64. No, it still looks like this is doable. I could put like 2 more like right here too. That would handle the rest of it, and that's it. You just put a bunch of them up here, and that's it. Look at him go. Alright, and we go back to novice. Because I don't even think I really need the, I don't really need any of the power here. Because the satisfaction hasn't gone into the red at all, or yellow. So yeah, this works as well with the other laser, but like adding some additional lasers kind of deals with some of the ones coming from the side. Like they would have to angle themselves in such a way, and I'm not sure if that's even possible for the engine to do. I don't even think it does that. Or use magnificent train ships. This one is. This one actually worked out pretty well though. I'm pretty happy with this design. That one, yeah, I don't know. Let's see if we can make it like a little bit more, just barely, not enough. Can I put like sideways? No. No, like I kind of want to just make it go like here. There we go. We're playing around with some designs, and we learned some interesting things about like how I did not do certain things properly. There you go. This would be what I would consider to be the final design of this one, because this one works out pretty well. It fits the 900 that I can achieve with the basic science. Yeah, so it would be like this is what I would do. And put one more infinity pipe. Whoops. 1 second. Steam. 795. Just put it all the way back up. And just give it a little bit more ion stream too. Alright. Go all the way back up, and that's it. Yeah, I don't really, and the thing is, even if with like the amount of like, let's say integrity that you have with it, like how it has like 973 still with it, the thing is, I actually can do this. And then that brings it down to 820, 821. So, because like I said, the tracks count as empty tiles. So, but you do have a lot of space, like free space here. If I wanted to make it a little bit less. I don't know, let's just do that. Let's try it out. Lack of symmetry in the back is disgusting. I'm sorry. I can't do anything about that. It's just the way it is. What I can even do is I can do that. I just like the fact that the pull goes all the way to the top too. There you go. Alright, and so with that, let's send the ship back to the final version of the ship. Back to, not Bonestra. Speed it up a bit. So this is a ship that goes almost caps out at 147. It will take a while to make these trips, so it's not like it's an insignificant amount of time. But we would do this just until we get to antimatter engines, and then we'd have a completely different design for antimatter ships, and then that's it. I like this though. This is pretty cool though. I'm actually a fan of this. It's really neat. Is power okay? Yes, power is fine. I can slow it down slightly as we go back. I could give it like a accumulator or two just to fill in those gaps, but you can see by like the last. So the ion engines are very consistent, but yeah, it never caps out at 100, which it's capable of making 100 megawatts. It never goes all the way to 100, which is why we don't need accumulators. And the one concern was that maybe that they would hit the side here, but to be honest, these are pretty armored walls, so maybe just this would be enough for it, I guess. I don't know. Why is there a medium asteroid like right there? Why is it putting these over here? I don't know, I think that's something to do with demo mode, because I paused it. Why are they all out here? That's funny. Oh, anyways. How many ships do you need for a single mature? It seems like they have very little capacity. I mean, they have enough capacity for, what is it, like 40 times 80? Or sorry, no, not 8, 16. right? So it's actually 640, so that's like the equivalent of like a warehouse, but this is a train ship game, so this is like the most I managed to do was in my previous run where I could get what's it called, 6 train ships on a single ship. So, but these would be carrying very very intricate materials. It's basically like a little bit better than a rocket, we'll say that. So took you a minute to try out K2 power. It did. I didn't realize that was the solution at the time, but it definitely is a solution. And so what we'll do is, this will be the design for this one, and probably probably when we get to, what's it called? When we get to, DSS 1, then we could do probably 3 times as much ships, almost, if I had to guess. With shields or something. Wonder what the upgraded versions will look like? I'm not sure either. But I like this. This is pretty good. This is exactly what I wanted to see out of this. So this is excellent. It's fast. It's it fits the hull stress requirements. Yeah. I mean, but yeah, I don't know. Just make the left side bigger. Is it a symmetry on the left side? Oh, you're right. It is a left side issue. Whoops. I did not realize that's what I did wrong. Sorry, my bad. But the problem is this is in the way here. 1 second. Oh yeah, okay, that's what I did wrong. 1 second. Tiles and entities. Sorry, I didn't realize that's what you're talking about, by the way. I totally didn't notice that. I want to mention. There you go. Okay, now it's symmetrical, okay. Now it's symmetry forever. It's valid. You know, I kind of wonder if I have like a little bit more. Can I just like remove these? Is this like allowed? 1 second. Might be kind of cool. Yo, it's still streamlined. Look at that. It's still streamlined. You could do this. Look at that. Alright, there you go. That's the final ship design. Yeah, we don't need that. Train stop names, sure. Shippy Mick Dipperson. Okay. There we go. All right. Streamline test is a takeout. That's what I learned today. Yes. Because I would have been trying to work with that for a while. I was struggling with it for a little bit, and I was wondering why it was doing that, and then I learned why. Because I placed down a bunch of tiles because I'm messing with it, right? I don't want to keep adjusting tiles, so it was better than I thought it would be. So, and that's fine. I don't have to do anything else with this. This is all good now. So, that's it. We're all good. But it does change a couple things because we need to, in our infinite wisdom here, we do need to now, which is the later save now. Yeah, we'll do this one. We do need to now go to Energy 3. There's no question about that. We do get some other things at Energy 3, though. But, yeah. So if these can't be placed on space platform or spaceship, that's fine. I can make that work still. Because I can either ship the steam over, but I can also do, like I said, I have a mechanism where I can create the kind of steam it wants regardless. So it's fine. We don't need DT fuel cells there or anything. But I do need to get to this tech then. Because I just need the turbines. I don't really need anything else. But it works out in my favor because I think I wanted a supercomputer 2s anyways. So yeah, we did want to do supercomputer 2. So it looks like we're going to be doing like our progression is now going to be, we're going to go to Energy 2 for the beacons. I'll probably get one of Astro 3 and Astro 2. And then I'll probably get to Astro 3 just so I can start exploring the universe. And then I got to just do Material 3 and Energy 3 to get to like the place where the ships become feasible. And then I'll have space elevators. I'm not even going to bother with prod then. There's no reason for me to do that. We're just doing very basic science, but we're like the prod stuff, which is the Vitamelage, that's going to be the first planet we go to, I think. is we're going to just weapons delivery something. And the main concern I have now at this point, and this is the real problem. So I have eaten through, on Tintivius, I have eaten through pretty much all of the what is it called? Yeah, the immerserite is like completely gone on this planet. So, and I can see now why people go to immerserite core planets, which I didn't spawn with any. So, how much immerserite do we have? Immerserite. It's also curved to the left for what that thing. And the best I could come up with, streamline. Let me see what you got. I think the one I have it works a lot better. I think the one I work. Why is your streamline so low? Yeah, how did my streamline go? Really? Yeah, I don't even know. Trim the surface? I would rather not. I feel like that's always like, whoops, I did not mean to double click that. Shackhawk. Thank you. Immerserite. Let's see. Yeah, that's nothing. That one's pretty much nothing. This one has a lot. Shu has a good amount too. I can actually use Shu, and Shu is actually larger than the other moon I was at. So we do actually have an option. I can even see it right there in the screenshot. Maybe we just stick to Shu. Yeah, this is quite good actually. We could use Shu for this. 3.39, 3.9, yeah. We are gonna have to do a core planet at some point, but Shu will do good. Yo, you have Shu too? My man. We will be Shu brothers. Till the end of time. My man. But this is the planet I think I'll do it with then. I'll reuse the immerserite and we'll do that. Because, yeah, we're using that now for our material testing packs, and we're going to need that for the science as well. So, I just, it was a disturbing amount that it required, because it's like, if I look at material testing, I think I deleted it. I think I was making like one belt of it, right? Yeah. You go through the entire chain with what I have right now. Because like I said, if I'm doing it this way, I'm not even gonna bother going to Vitamalage at all until later. 3.7 belts of immerserite, 166. And that's the problem. So by giving this up, it means we can't get any productivity science, but I think I'm okay with that. We're just gonna have to make this work. Because even if you were to go, let's say, oh, I'm gonna go into like, it doesn't make a difference. Oh, it does make a bit of a difference, but it's more of a difference of like 10 is what it does. So that's kind of what it is. So that's fine. Again, we can make this work. So mining productivity, yeah, because my mining productivity is just limited by this. But look how much it needs, like 78. Like, dude, I'm not made of this. Like, yeah, that's why I said like the first Vita planet I go to, I would want to make it be the one that is like my end game one for that. I don't need Spidertrons really. We're not doing any of these. We don't need anti-creep capsule. Actually, we don't even need that really at all, because that's like, yeah. That actually comes really soon, doesn't it? That's something else. Never mind. I remember there was like one that killed the biters, but yeah. And you're missing out on these upgrades, and that's it, right? The one thing I do want is I want that advanced chem plant, but again, I can wait. That's not, we're not making endgame builds here regardless. It wouldn't help anything regardless, because this one you want with the prods regardless. So, yeah. So that's what we do. Big biochems are good. They are good. But we're talking about, like, priority of strategy. And my strategy right now is the whole point is a train ship game, and we want to go to big core fragment planets is what we want to do. So if I could get enough out of this system, it will be a little bit annoying because I have to basically go and tap into a lot of these, but this planet's pretty good for this. I need to know if I had enough immerserite to do it. I haven't even fully explored this planet yet either, so But yeah, the thing is, like, I think no matter what, going into Vita, like, my Vita planet is, like, this one. It doesn't have a whole lot of anything great. It's 70% threat. It's not hard to go to. And it's not hard to clear, but I don't know. It's you're setting up an entire chain in science chain when I don't necessarily need to. I can get there and it wouldn't be that hard. It wouldn't be that much of a disadvantage. I'm probably wasting about probably like 3 outposts of, sorry, 3 stops of stuff for it, so. Might get one more coffee for the night. Is there a reason why these did not do anything? No idea. But that's my strategy, so. No way to play the pack to late game completion if you're too dumb to understand circuits right. I've gotten to space and now automating rockets is breaking my bane even with guides. You can absolutely play this game to completion without knowing circuits. Circuits will make things easier and you should try to learn it, but you don't have to learn it. Dosh has actually a good video for circuits if you want to kind of get introduced to it. But I think the only thing I really use circuits for at the moment that's like, I think a must is landing pad logic to basically add in additional to request a certain amount of resources to a planet. But there's something on the wiki for that. So did you figure out the ship? Yes, I did. The ship design we're doing is this one. This is our lovely ship design. I think it looks cool as shit, by the way. I think this is cool. Cool as ship is what it looks like, so. But do you know Jessica Z, do you know about the design you can download from the what's it called? It's on the Space Exploration Wiki. They actually have a good one. You do not? Okay, let me go get that for you, actually. I'll go get that for you. There's actually a wiki for this mod, as you can imagine. Rinse. Let me go get that for you. It will help you a lot. To be honest, this mod was kind of spanner. Let's see. It's this one right here. So, yeah, that one, go to that, and it gives you kind of something basic for rocket logistics, and you can win the entire game like that. Well, win most of the game like that. Let's go with that. There's other problems later that you might run into, but we'll it will get you pretty far. And I think, and for me, when I use that started to make circuits click a lot more for me. Because I didn't actually use circuits a lot until that point. So that's what I'm saying, you should give that a try first. Alright, let me see here. Give that a shot first. I just set this up, name this stuff properly, put what's in the constant commenter and direct stuff into rocket. It's done. Yep, because that's how mine works. So I like, for example, like down here, this is the most complex one I have, and I don't use that exact one, but mine is loosely based upon it, which is like you basically have what you want out of like on this surface based upon what's in these constant commutators, and what I'll do is I'll just take. I don't know why I have so many in here, don't ask. Oh, I was doing something weird here, don't ask. This is what I said. Maybe I'll go to one of my other planets, give me a second. Okay, this is more like it. So what you do is it's just like, yeah, it's taking whatever you have in all these signals here, and taking the contents of the Roport network, which is right there, the contents. So it's going like anything over 0, then times it by -1, adding it with these, and then it sends it out by signal, and I just send my channel out as whatever the planet is, so it's a Cryonite planet. And then on the surface here, picks it up, then just all this logic. It's essentially the same thing. I adapted mine a little bit to use more loader stuff with it. It's not precise, but yeah, it's kind of what I ended up doing. So, as I said, like, it will get you most of the way there. That logic right there. It will get you most of the way there. Okay, so this is quantum phenomenon data. Energy. You'll run into some other problems later in the game that you might want to use circuit logic for, but I think people have won the game at that point without needing it. I'm pretty sure you can win without it. I don't really want to spoil it for you. If I don't know if you actually, I don't know. Do you care about spoilers? Because I don't know. I know some people don't care, so it's not secret ending kind of stuff. It's something else. It actually, I think it does. I think it tells you in the thing over here. The expansion will change how commentators work. Oh, that'll be amazing. Yeah, I know. That's how they're gonna change it. It's gonna be amazing. Also, welcome back. You don't mind spoilers at all? Okay, so it's Arcospheres. This one here. When you get to Arcospheres, so the way I did Arcospheres, I'm not gonna tell you how to solve it, but I had my own solution for it. But it did involve reading like logistic network contents and turning on and off things based upon circuit network conditions. Some people do some really crazy solutions for this, but again, you could probably join the space exploration Discord, and people post their solutions there to it. So that's always a possibility. But that one's a really difficult one to solve. That usually I would suggest doing circuits with that. But you know what? Just using that blueprint alone, I think, is enough to get you there. I wonder if they have a blueprint on there to work with Arcospheres. Arco. No, I don't see anything for that there. Yeah, no. I don't know. Like I said, you know, just do it one step at a time. That's the best way to break down a problem. So don't start thinking about parts of the end game like I am right now for some reason, because I really shouldn't be talking about it. So we can leave this the way that is. Oh wow, I have a lot of stuff. Okay, you know what? You can do whatever you want. There we go. So yeah, don't think about turbo endgame stuff. That's what I'm doing for some reason. I really shouldn't be. So don't think about turbo endgame. Don't worry about Arcos before you get to Arcos. Exactly. That's actually, honestly, that's the best way to think about it. That's the best way to think about it. It's like it's a really fun and interesting late game problem, but it's I shouldn't put that in your head, because realistically, it's you'll probably learn a lot about circuits and stuff as you progress, kind of thing, and that's probably the way to think about it, you know. You know, I actually have a lot of space over here for this. I'm kind of thinking about switching sides here or something, but nah, I can just do that. I'll just delete some of this. I'm a overplanner. Let's go with that. So Arcos are harder. Pi, no, sorry. Is it your second run of SE? No, this would be the third. I'm on number 3. The first time I ever played and finished SE was in patch 0.5. Then 0.6 came out, and I played that. So I played K2 SE in 0.5. In 0.6, I played just at 0.6, and nothing else. I didn't really add any other major total conversion mods to that. And then when I got to, and now what I'm doing is I'm doing 0.6 K2SE BZ. So that basically adds a lot to the game in terms of like, yeah, check out what my core fragments are. There's a couple more ores that come out of it than usual, which I can put over here. Core fragment processing. It's like I think it's like 15 products or something. There's no, like 19 products. There you go. So I go and sort it all out, and that's how I use it. So that's where I am at the moment. So definitely, yeah, definitely not my first SC rodeo. I was playing Pi before this, and then I wanted to have a break. So this is my idea of a break right now. I'm relaxed. Can you tell? I'm on vacation. But I like the problem solving in SE is a bit different, because like in a lot of Pies, it's like it's intermediates after intermediates after byproducts after byproducts. But you know, I had a bit of fun just solving a really intricate like logistics problem with spaceships that I had to plan for, you know. That's why I kind of like. That's what I like about SE. Nothing against Pi though. Pi is still really great. It's just yeah. It's a different set of problem solving that I like to do, and that's what I kind of expected this run to be. So. But the next expansion for Pi is going to be Stellar Expedition, so that might be coming soon. Alright, enable train limit of 2. You can't stop you can stop Mike Mullen as a tramp anywhere. But he gave me a lovely quote that I made up that he totally didn't say. Force field data? I do like Pi though. But it's just like, my biggest criticism of Pies is it's just very long, is what it is. When a lot of those core concepts can be actually kind of done in probably half the time. It could be a mod length of half the time. And you'd still get, I think, it'd still be just as difficult and just as everything else. You just kind of, at a certain point, nothing really surprises you anymore, and you're just kind of going through the rhythm and making all the things you need to make, kind of a thing. That's kind of the thing about what kind of Pi turns into. And again, I will finish it at some point. I just have to decompress by playing another difficult mod set, I guess. So. Ooh. Does this not work? Oh, it doesn't work, yeah. Okay, never mind then. I will put it on the other side then. You know, I could just put this all down here instead or something. No, I kind of didn't want to do that. Did I, on the other side, did I put that even really close? This one technically has enough space here. Just kind of curious. These are just designs I'm using moving forward. I just want to know if it will work. Whoops. No. Yeah, that works. Yeah, it's fine. So, I don't have any other ones that are like really close to each other. There's always at least 2 bars apart. Well, I mean, this one is, but I just have to take that into account. That like this won't work with that. But yeah, all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna flip this guy around because there's no reason I can't do that. Let's just delete these. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this one, and I can't flip that, but that's okay. That's weird. And none of that. With train stuff cannot be flipped. I actually don't remember if this actually works like that. Oh yeah, that's fine. That works. Alright, we'll let that go, and then... What was it? It was like, I think it was the radiation data, yeah. It didn't need to be that fast either, so... Why did I have so much, Why did I have these here? I don't understand. This is just Ion Stream. I think it was just sharing it between it or something? I actually don't remember. I must, you know what? I probably put them in here, I just never removed them. That's probably what I did. There you go. Oh, it was on the other side at one point, actually. I actually don't really know what I want to do for that, but like I said, it's still hit by this stuff, so it's fine. Oh, wait, no, these go further down, that's why. Okay, I knew there was something wrong with this. There we go. I knew I did something wrong. Okay. I probably should go get my other coffee. I don't know. What time am I at? You know what? I think I was gonna be here tomorrow anyway, so maybe I'll just come back tomorrow and I'll finish this up because we did just do the train ship thing and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll come back tomorrow. That's what I'll do. I know I kind of said it would be a little bit shorter today, so and I didn't lie. So I'm back tomorrow. So let's go call it quits, guys, and I'll raid someone. So this is a bit unprompted today. So let's see who do we go after. I promised someone in the factory category today. Oh, McKay is doing Pi Base. Let's do McKay. Great. Have a good night, Simrock. See ya. So, have a good night, guys. Peace. I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. So, goodbye. Have a good one.
Hangry, yes. When food routine is broken.
Oh,
Oh shit.
oh shit.
Like a lot.